Hey, Miss Donda, you running to my mama, please tell her I said say something. I'm starting to believe ain't no such thing as heaven's trumpets. No after over, this is it done. If there's a heaven, you would think they let you speak to your son. Maybe she has in the form of a baby's laugh I heard passing by in a stroller, reminding me, hey, keep rolling on, no. Maybe she has with the prick of a blade of grass I've been laying on way too long. Got me itchy, got up and roamed a little more. Miss Donda, you see my mama, tell her I'm lost. You see, she'd always light a cigarette, we talk, I would cough, exaggerating a little bit so she get the point, trying to get her to stop smoking. I would lead and fire up till I quit, started back up again. 20 years later, all that time, y'all thought were high, thought I was crazy. My mom, she ain't cut no corners, got me back on track. I don't miss her overstepping, but do miss her showing 7 civilian life. Miss Donda, you see my mama whisper her this. The real reason I was geeked to go to church must confess. When y'all grown-ups would be in Bible study, that girl helping me with my homework, her and I were so pure and so spirit spinning and dirty, so on and so on. We hope that no one heard it. Shh. And to this day, I think her mama knew, but let us explore. Miss Donda, you see my father, please ask him why. He never married, always smiled, but was he happy inside? Because I carried my mother's name, did he carry shame with him? I'm sure she did it out of spite, was her decision at birth. She probably would hurt. Poor baby, 2 young people with different views, a lot for a young lady. No coincidence, they both passed away from heart conditions. There's a dissidence at play, dad and mom do hard division. 3,000, poster child for big raised by their mothers. I'm supposed to smile as if God knew that I would be trouble. Keeps me around for what I don't know, but I do know that it's crucial that we do so pronto. I don't know how much long though.
What's up, my brother Antoine? Happy Monday, bro. Good to see you.
With every record, I be asking the masses to tune your hearts to me. I represent intelligent niggas that grew up harshly. But lately I've been questioning, second guessing whether or not I've got something to offer since I done eluded poverty. Or has the money watered me down? That truth is hard for me. Like the second
got a special show tonight with my brother Selecta.
Fighting back tears,
straight out of Pittsburgh.
And said to myself,
my brother Brown Hornet.
Do it partially.
Join us at 8 o'clock.
I move with a new ferocity. Ferrari coupe velocity.
Pre-gaming right now. Enjoy the vibes.
So if a nigga tried his hardest, I'm at peace knowing God ain't dealing in this group of cars for me. Some people say that I'm running third, they threw the bronze at me. Behind Drake and Dot, yeah, them niggas is superstars to me. Maybe deep down, I'm afraid of my luminosity. So when you see me on red carpets, I'm moving awkwardly. Posing all nervous, afraid of the judgment. And the thought of showing too much of my day is repugnant. I be keeping my kids away from the gaze of the public. Cause these days it feel like hate is their favorite subject. Fuck it, attitude like a young O'Shea with an AK. Aimed at your brain, violating, I bust it. I don't play when it come to family, that's one thing I refuse. Pimping they kids out for views or just to be in the news can never be me. I piss in the celebrity tea. God with me on this record, this is Heaven's EP. The tale's official, the best nigga breathing, it just failed to hit you. You couldn't tell cause you fell for the bells and whistles. And that's an area I don't excel. I'm from the Ville where young girls talk grown as hell. It's raw, never saw one person go to Yale. But every nigga that I know done gone to jail at least once. Proving we the ones police hunt for the pains. We smoke 3 blunts inside the tree trunks. Too much hunger, it's no wonder these niggas can't keep up. So saying yes to a feature just means I'm about to eat lunch, bitch. I'm going for it, no never shall he punt. I'm the one and you can be sure. Speaking of beachfront, I'm kicking my feet up while I write this in somewhere tropical. Supposed to be relaxing, this passion makes that impossible. Supposed to be relaxing, this passion makes that impossible.
Play a few Sean Price joints, man, on his born day. One of the best to ever do it. Rest in power, Sean P. Yo, Chris, Skrilla. What up, bro? Long time, my brother. Good to see you.
My life in the sunshine.
Shout out to Georgia's own Skrilla in the building.
The sunshine.
Man, hope you and the family doing good, bro.
Everybody that loves the sunshine.
Bro, we gotta get up, man. It's been a minute. Word up.
Sunshine. Folks get down in the sunshine.
Bro, we gotta get up. Word up, man. Good to see you, man.
Folks get brown in the sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's
Oh man, bro, me the same, man. Me the same.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
I'ma send you my number through the Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger.
Wonder this time
Bro.
where she's gone.
I know you doing it, bro. I know you doing it.
Wonder if she's gonna stay.
Word up.
Ain't no sunshine when she's
Definitely,
gone.
my brother.
And this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. And I know.
Man, you know our love for the music, bro. That's what it is. You already know that comes first.
In the sunshine.
Sean Price.
Word up, y'all. We rocking right now. Real DJs matter. My brother Selecta's gonna join us. 8 p.m. Happy born day, Sean Price. One of the best to ever do it. Let's go.
John Wayne couldn't even stand the rain of the tag. Feel the flame on your neck. Bang, bang with the scat bar backland. New Jersey driving them car
I got some Sean Price DJ Premier blends I'm gonna play right now.
Jack of all trades, sell crack, smoke haze, till the gap blows strays.
Yo, bro, thank you. Bro, I got mad remixes, bro. I'm gonna hit you with the link, man. Just download them all. We gonna get up though this week for sure.
Johnny Rambo, live with the leg, Captain Commando, leave your engine, African American ninja, true champion, boot campy, smoke weed, some fresh new Timbs, dirty ass fatigues. Listen, Sean Price is the great babe thug, with a few bitches that's tripping off the date rape drug. I'm gone. Weed, pills, cocaine, shrooms, heroin, LSD, PCP, GHB, crystal meth, yes, I'm a DIE. Pills, cocaine, shrooms, heroin, LSD.
I'm Sean Price.
GHB.
I'm Sean Price. I'm Sean Price.
My 16 off the chain, my clip hold 16, take off your chain.
I'm Sean Price.
Ain't a freestyle off the brain. This is a feast, I break off some change.
I'm Sean Price.
Plus I sell crack in the snow. Rain, sleet, hell, whatever. Any kind of weather. If your rhyme is better, I quit my job. Join the academy, become a cop and get you robbed. Listen, top shot to not rock hobby. You hear the blocker, that's me. Goddamn, the North Carolina vagina finally remind you. I don't just rhyme, I got 50, 20s and dimes, yep. Sean Price, DJ Honda, what it do? Big cat at the IMAX theater near you. Fighting for mine, motherfucker knife with a nine. Beat your ass quick, fast, like a mic in his prime.
I'm Sean Price, y'all. I'm Sean Price, y'all. I'm Sean Price, y'all. I'm Sean Price, y'all. I'm Sean. I'm Sean Price, y'all. Y'all. I'm Sean Price, y'all. I'm Sean Price, y'all. And you're not. Hey, yo, Dexter Manley, post get sweat your family. Overstand the underhanded ways of my can't be. Sean Price the general, so generally speaking, I put 10 in your body, your friends be leaking. Never chill on the weekend, the sun don't chill. Got
and to all my brothers, salute.
Cause I'm from the Ville. Got no time for petty lines, rapping your stupid shit. You can get a fist in your face for fucking with the pugilist. Sean ain't new to this, rapping a while now. Happy drug dealer, sell crack with a smile now. Karate chop krills, Johnny Knoxville. Get high from my own supply, that's not real. Your arms too short to box with the guard. Your weed whack, don't smoke pot with the guard. Listen, Sean Price is the prophet of prophets. The best nation is donation. Elijah Muhammad. What now? Static up another notch. No doubt. Open up the world, people in the air. Yes, y'all. Will you realize that my shit don't stop? Hands clap on, snare drums tap on. I'm Sean Price. I'm Sean P for president. I'm Sean Price. P for president. I'm Sean Price, y'all. P for president. Tiger uppercut. P for president. P for president. P for president. P for president. I know they call me Sean the Scared harming you. Fuck that, they call me Sean the Scared alarming you. Sean the Vet warning you. Sean to grab the crumbs of Medulla oblongata. Now the nigga that you know flow is ill, the word to mama. I'm in a whole different space, call it Andromeda. Battlestar Galactic with the ratchet, I will llama you. Understand, nigga, the flow ill. You should know by now, nigga, Angela Bofield. No jerk, I blow perp. Captain America logo in front of the low shirt. You can't sell drugs with no work. Manicured fingernail, niggas did no dirt. Nigga, respect my conglomerate. Before I run to your crib, some tech to your mama shit. Time for change, get the fuck off Obama dick. P for president, nigga, I know a lot of shit.
This off the Tom Scott sessions. Took some Tom Scott samples. You know Tom Scott. The originator of one of the greatest songs ever. They reminisce over you. I took some other samples from some other music. It's called the Tom Scott Sessions. This one's got Latifah on it. Let's go, y'all. Real DJs matter.
He was kicking flavors. The Ari posse said, yo, Latifah, we can do this. So I paused and took a thought. Then my brilliance I caught and I agreed, cause I already knew this. My mellow lots, he was kicking flavors. The Ari posse said, yo, Latifah, we can do this. So I paused and took a thought. Then my brilliance I caught and I agreed, cause I already knew this. My mellow lots, he was kicking flavors. The Ari posse said, yo, Latifah, we can do this. So I paused and took a thought. Then my brilliance I caught and I agreed, cause I already knew this. Now you should wanna flex, cause I'm in full effects. Queen Latifah is 5-0 on this set. You've been begging and dying for somebody's rhyming to set you free. For God so loved the world, he gave you me. I'm coolin', teaching those needing schooling. And the mic, this mic in my hand, I'm ruling. So prepare your mind for my lifeline and meet the new queen of royal badness. Latifah has the spirit it, so head for the water and dive into the wrath of my madness. Hustling and getting higher, causing you to run away. Queen Latifah getting higher, causing you to run away. Some MCs that bold and arrogant, vain and using each other to compete with. These subjects I pity, cause their minds are not witty. Like mines are right around them, so delicious you could eat it. Now there are those who like my taste, but don't consider biting. It's penalties for those who don't do right and just be reciting everyone else's words that took a lot of thinking. It's not a fault your thoughts are shrinking, but mine are growing. Yes, you know, like all the woman inside of me, despite what you do or say, and even in spite of me, brothers. Catch my eye with little hijinks like eye winks, dying to have a lover of my likeness. So release all your shyness, just call me your highness, and dare to feel the wrath of my madness. Hustling and getting higher, causing you to run away. Queen Latifah getting higher, causing you to run away. Word of mouth is always everlasting, and everlasting are the words that I bring. The ruler of the ring is Lord Ramsey, and music
rest in peace to the
45 king. You tremble for my treble, you're begging for the bass. The voice is too vicious, the same as the pace. The crowds, they love me. The brothers give only hugs. The strings are fit, button flies fit quite snug. Is a bug. You know why? Because I'm bugging. Off the beats that DJ Mark is loving. So flex off the sounds that I'm pumping. I'm jumping with energy to turn your mind to gladness. Come on, just get into it. Don't lie and say I've been through it. Feel the rap, the rap.
Well, salute, Latif.
The wrath of my madness. Hustling, getting higher, causing you to run away. Queen Latifah getting higher, causing you to run away. The scene is mine cause I took it. I took it for the money and I took it for the fun. Don't step up in my face, you don't wanna feel the taste. Don't try to play me out, cause I'm not the one. Not the one, not the one, not the one, not the one.
Minnie Riperton, Nas, back down memory lane. Yo, Kel Vicious in the building. Kel Vicious in the building. Yo, big salute, bro.
Know what I'm saying? Big Nas, Grand Wizard.
See all my peoples.
Know what I'm saying?
Good to see you, bro.
Yo, I rap for listeners, bloodheads, fly ladies, and prisoners, Hennessy holders and old school niggas. Then I be dissing the unofficials that mold booty top. I dropped out of coolie hot, gas the block, cocaine, cutie pot, jungle survivor, fuck who's the lava. My man put the battery in my pack, a difference from energizer. Sentence begins a gentle with formality, moderation's infinite, money wise a physiology, poetry that's a part of me. Retardedly by I dropped the ancient manifested hip hop, straight off the block. I reminisce of park chairs. My man was shot for a sheep coat. Chocolate lesson make me see him dropping my weed smoke. It's real, grew up a trife like the time.
Yeah, y'all, salute. I appreciate you, bro.
Chill on the block with cognac.
Wow, that's an ill one right there. I'm about to see, I don't know. What's up, Angie? Thank you so much. Kel Vicious, man, much love, bro. All's well. You and the fam.
It's like that, y'all.
We're about 25 minutes. Our brothers, Selecta720 out of Pittsburgh. My brother Brown Hornet out of Raleigh. Join me, man, with some in-depth dope DJ talk, music talk. Let's go.
One for the money, two for pussy and foreign cars, three for Alizé niggas deceased behind bars. I rap the vanguard, check the prognosis, is it real or showbiz? My window faces, shootouts, drug overdoses, live amongst neurosis, only the drama. For real, a nickel plate is my fate. My medicine is the ganja, here's my faces. My razor embraces many faces. Your telephone blown black stitches of fatuations. People's a petrol, dramatic, automatic, fofo. I let blow and back down popo when I'm vexed. So My pen taps the paper, then my brain's blank. I see dark streets hustling brothers who keep the same rank, pumping for something. Some are prosper, some fail. Judges hanging niggas, uncorrect bails. For direct sales, my intellect prevails. For my hanging cross with nails, I reinforce the frail. The lyrics that's real. Word to Christ, a disciple of streets. Trifle on beats, I decipher prophecies. To them like this ain't peace. I hung around the older crews while they sling smack the dingbats. They spoke a fat cat, that nigga's name ain't Bell Ricks. Blacks and fiends scream about Supreme Team of Jamaica Queens thing. Uptown was Outpost, son. Heard he was Kingpin, yo. Fuck rappers real, watch the herbs stand still. Never talking to snakes, cause the words a man kill. True in the game, as long as blood is blue in my vein. I pour my Heineken brew to my deceased crew in memory lane.
Down memory lane. Down memory lane.
Memory lane.
Memory lane.
Memory lane.
Down memory lane.
Up hip-hop, MCing and DJing from your own mind.
One time for Guru.
I think right now you start the show, kid.
Who's this suspicious character strapped with the sounds profound? Similar to rounds spit by derringers. You're in the terror dome like my man Chuck D said. It's time to dethrone you clones and all you knuckleheads. Cause MCs have used up extended warranties, while real MCs and DJs are a minority. But right about now I use my authority, cause I'm like the wizard and you look lost like Dorothy. The horror be when I return for my real people. Words are split wigs hitting like some double desert eagles. Sporting caps pulled low and baggy flags, subtracting all the rappers who lack over premieres tracks. Severe facts have brought this rap game to near collapse. So as I have in the past, I will dropping lyrics that be harder than sex and candle wax. And one-dimensional MCs can't handle that. While the world's revolving on its axis, I come with mad loving plus the illest warlike tactics. The wilderness is filled with this. So many people searching for false bliss. I'm here with the skills you missed. The rejected stone is now the cornerstone. Sorta like the master builder when I make my way home. You know my seed.
Word up, for your mind, no doubt. Represent, word up, for your
here for.
represent, word up, for your mind, word up, for your mind, no doubt.
The beat is sinister, Primo makes you relax. I'm like the minister, when I be lacing the wax, I be bringing salvation through the way that I rap. And you know, and I know, I'm nice like that. Work through worldly problems, I got the healing power. When the mic's within my reach, I'm feeling more power. Stealing at least 3 minutes of every rap radio hour. It's often easier for one to give advice than it is for a person to run one's own life. That's why I can't be caught up in all the hype. I keep my soul tight and let these lines take flight. The apparatus gets blessed and suckers get put to rest. No more of the impure, I got the cure for this mess. The whackness is spreading like the plague. MCs lucked up and got paid, but still can't make the grade. How many times a wannabe's gonna lie? Yo, they must wanna fry, they can't touch the knowledge I personify. I travel through the darkness, carrying my torch, the illest soldier when I'm holding down the fort. You know my steez.
Word up, for your mind, no doubt. Represent, 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 let them know, do your thing, dog. Keep it live, you know my thing. Let them know, do your thing, dog. Keep it live.
On the microphone, you know that I'm one of the best yet. Some punks ain't paid all of their debts yet. Trying to be fly, riding high on the jet set with juvenile rhymes, making fake-ass death threats. Big deal, like in Vogue, here's something you can feel. Styles more tangible.
My brother Vance Dell in the building. Vance Dell, salute.
When it's time to go out,
brother right there. Shabazz, salute, man.
Fed up with the bullshit, got the lyrical full clip, giving you a verbal ass whip. Don't trip, it's the gifted, prolific one, known as ballhead slip. Why is the press all on my dick? My style be wilder than a kamikaze pilot. Don't try it, I'm about to stop more than a friggin' riot. Styles unsurpassable, and knuckers that suckers, yo, them harassable. For I be speaking from my parables and carry you beyond. The mic's either a magic wand or it gets tragic like the havoc of a nuclear bomb. Then I grab your palm, no pulse, you're gone. And if you thought we lose our niche in this rap shit, you way wrong. I stay up, I stay on, shine bright like neon. Your song's pathetic, synthetic like rayon. Fat beats they play on, one dope rhymes put me on.
Word is wrong. You know my steel, you know my steel, my steel, my steel, my steel, my steel. You know my steel, my steel, my steel, my steel.
Tookie boy, what up, what up? Happy born day, Sean P.
Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. See how the skill to be the best, y'all. Best, y'all. Five slant from east to west, y'all. Best, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. Best, y'all. Your chest, y'all.
Best, y'all. Run bust the rain, gun clap a number. One on the set, man, I cut you like lumber. Still play the back in my thunder gear, down to my underwear. Make all your motherfuckers wonder where it come from. Cause motherfuck Dapper Dan, I'm a gun clapper fan, plus I run rapper man. Bad five, mad live, blow up the spot. Drew high, gets the paper, black moon still gets the prize.
Hey, yo, next to snap a neck, be big R-O-C-K. Send them C's to me in squads of three. Say rockin' this must, as he really can be. See him in action as he transforms man's me. Enemies ain't caught him, ain't no welcome back in my home. Knives get blown like quarter slots and pay phones. Phone home or return like Jedi. I bet I can without lie give your stupid ass red eye.
I like niggas who can't see past a little bit of light. They come past the top beyond your Klondike tonight. And 6 feet deep is where you sleep. Eternally resting in peace, you feel relief. Now big up to all my true heads in the east. Stalking the block, not leaving the house without the gap. You best to believe that Fat Five got my back. Like that,
like that.
I control the masses with metaphors that's massive. Don't ask if the nigga rucker bash it like hashes. I'm drastic. When it comes to verbs, I'll be flipping.
Yo, brother, Javier, salute.
Double-headed sports on the penny, but I told you, bitch niggas that
salute, brother. Good to see you.
Back to the bitch that you are. Fucking with the ruckus, get bruised.
Yo, Mr. 2, bro. Hope all the family's fine.
Your brain just through. It's the original gun clapper 2. Rushing through 3 on 3. You can't see we cause we stay tight and not too many niggas wanna fight. This nigga where a nigga in the cypher brother camp just got amping, so I took him out for a dance. Bigger triggers falling down like the bridges of London, but ain't too many niggas running.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. See how the yo to be the best, y'all. Best, y'all. 5 slash from east to west, y'all. Best, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. Best, y'all. Yes, y'all. Hey, yo, why did I need cappuccino? Scar on my face, but I'm not Al Pacino.
3 amigos.
Bosky in Dutch with ring, more drama than what?
Prime time in BCTV show. Heads don't know it, damn show ain't ready. Niggas walk the streets with more food than Betty.
Shit, they get heavy.
Back up and retreat, now surrender. My pond hit your mind.
Alright, man, we starting to entry around 15 more minutes.
This short from a shooting yard to a center. Like Rockefeller, you hit rock bottom when you enter.
See, rush the scene, permission for backup. Faithful back to
what's up, Bird?
Pumps and backs, step petro. Go get though. Knock up his mother, call this nigga let
get
go.
Get set, go, which do who screwed, I blew through 2 fools who claim they got funk may be true, cause they do.
Everybody pray, ain't nobody yapping no more. I've evidence on your clicks, so y'all niggas hit the floor with that mouth murdering. You got that ass in hot doors. Now I just orders in the fees of your headquarters to take away your stripes. Fucked up tonight.
Let's go, Nick.
Get dead despite my click foundation stay stick to the wall. Keeping my eye up for infiltrators at the door. It's a shame how these MCs are wannabes. Front on niggas and get hung up like dungarees. Please. Ease off Selecta, strangle fracture, plus passes on whoever passes through my sector.
So what you gonna do when you're stuck at 32? The 3's please get off your knees and follow these. Now swallow these. Buck shots from the rifle, then I will make niggas beat it and scream like Mike.
So how many corny MC one try? I'm a train set you off like the 4th of July.
Nobody.
Why?
Everybody is bodies, my brother. I smother a nigga, then the ruck bounce like rubber.
Step to the stage, set the microphone on fire. Yo, desire, they call me sire cause I'm flyer.
Live like wire.
Beast from the east, who can see when I roar like a grizzly? They say, damn, he is busy, yo.
Yes, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
See how this yo to be the best, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
5 left from east to west, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. Alright, 3 rock and rock, be the best, y'all. 5 left from east to west, y'all. Pound straight through your bubble vest, y'all.
Come on, ma, we got to make things right. Sometimes we really need to make things right. Come on, ma, we got to make things right. It's the abstract, baby, got to make things right.
Talking about a revolution, or maybe just a change of mind. We're working on
my brother Selecta coming through with the raid. Serious Biz, what's up?
I've been doing wrong forever.
What's up, Laquita?
Trouble was my favorite.
Golden Lady.
Yeah. Breaking hearts I thought was so clever. But I'm the one.
Marmello. Man, thank you for that raid, Selecta. He'll be joining us in a few. What's up, Chiz Wiz?
Never could feel it till it's coming close. All of that don't mean nothing, no. When you're all alone, oh, sometimes you gotta do right to be happy.
DJ Hell, what's good? What's good?
One time you gotta believe in what you feel inside. Sometimes you gotta do right to find happiness. Yeah. Sometimes, gotta do right,
What's up, music lover? I see you.
You're looking at a
King Me, what up? Pharmacy.
It's brought about a change.
By the Clock Productions. Thank y'all for coming in, y'all, with my brother Selecta. Gonna be joining us about 10 minutes.
Never have I felt so free. 'Cause I can see it coming.
What's up, DC?
And I can feel it calling louder now. Loving is so rewarding, yeah. When you let it out, sometimes you gotta do right to be happy. One time you gotta believe in what you feel inside. Sometimes you gotta do right to find happiness, yeah. Sometimes.
Dream on, dreamer, life gets in your way.
My brother with the re-up. Selecta, thank you, bro.
Dream on, dreamer.
Welcome to Real DJs Matter. I'm your host, DJ Tiger, representing Full Blast Radio. Yes.
There you go, whole day, night, up in the clouds, flying so high. You try your best.
Gilderell, thank you for the follow. We're trying to hit that 10K soon.
You see things that make your big heart sing, like the flowers, trees, and birds and birds.
DJ Brown Horner, we joining us shortly. Come on, my brother. Selecta.
To put your 2 feet
chop it
off
up.
the ground. You like to step aside, then you release yourself to fly. Dream on, dreamer, life gets in your way. If the life you live is a spinning top of pain.
Shout out to my people broadcasting. We broadcasting on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Are they still letting me rock on Facebook?
To learn, you'll be lucky one day. Now, the pages of your mind are so complete, like seeing color. free without a doubt. Yeah, I found for something don't look right. It's the twinkle, twinkle star that's in your eyes. Hey, do put your 2 feet on the ground. So go on and step aside and release yourself to fly. Dream on, dreamer. In the life you live as a spinning top of plane, then you can dream on, dreamer. I pretend you wait. If you live to learn, you'll be lucky one day. You know you gotta dream on, dreamer. I pretend you wait. If the life you live is a spinning top of plane, then you can dream on, dreamer. If you live to learn, you'll be lucky one day.
Hope everybody's Monday was good. That was too long. Too long. Brown Hornet just stepped in the building. Gonna bring him in a few minutes.
The aim is to succeed and achieve at 21.
Chop it over my brothers.
Brothers, our days and astound. Captivate the mass cause the rose is profound. Do it for the strong, we do it for the meek. Boom it in your Jeep or your Honda or your Beamer or your Legend or your Benz. The rave of the town to your foes and your friends. So push it along, trails we blaze. Don't deserve the gong, don't deserve the praise. The tranquility will make you unball your fists while we put hip hop on a brand new twist. A brand new twist with a whole heap of mystic. So low key that you probably missed it. But yet it's so loud that it feels
grumpy people, I know.
The guy takes the beat, they bow.
Word up,
so
bird.
Up, squire, adjust your attire. We have no time to wallow in the
responding out. Serious biz, bro. What
then
you
let
doing,
me do
bro?
the lead. Join in the essence of the cool out breed. You cool out to the music.
Oh, Mondays be like
serene with the birds and the bees and all the groovy things like getting stomach aches when you gotta go to work or staring into space when you're feeling berserk. I don't really mind if it's over your head cause the job of resurrectors is
my brother Selecta is backstage. My brother Brown Hornet is backstage. Gonna bring them in.
You can check out the Pfeiffer.
About 2 minutes, we're gonna bring them in. Big shout out to my brother Wise. I see you over there on YouTube, my bro. Good to see you.
Competition, they try to come sideways. The competition, they must come straight way. Competition, they try to come sideways. The competition, they must come straight way. How's about that? It seems like it's my turn again. All through the years, my mic has been my best friend. I know some brothers wonder, can Piper really kick it? Some people wanna diss me. But why
what's up, Double Spirit?
I roll into my music cause it's how I make tapes. Try to make hits like it could remix tapes. Me sweat another, I do my own thing. Strictly hardcore tracks, not a new jack swing. I grew up as a Christian, so to God I give thanks. Collect my banks.
My brothers is in the building.
I sing and chat, I do all of that. It's 1991 and I refuse to come back.
Big shout out to my brother Brown Hornet in the building.
Salute. Can you hear me, man? Am I too loud? How's my mic?
Nah, you perfect, bro.
Man, that's what's up.
Over my so you don't get no echo.
All love. I might be.
How am I on the echo tip? Am
you perfect? Yes, perfect.
Salute, man. Selecta.
Big shout out to my brothers,
brother.
in the building.
Tiger, what's good?
Reboot. Yo, y'all.
Sitting down. I'm sitting down.
Yo, I'm about to sit too. Matter of fact, let me take off this poster.
Hey, you know I got
How are we? Let me
news.
ask the chat. How are we in parity of one another? Is there equal alignment, or do one got to come up, one to cut? You know, I got OCD, so I gotta make sure everything is.
Yeah, now I'm too close. Now I got to push me back.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Oh, am I loud enough? Are we good?
Nah, sound is good. Everything's good.
Oh, I hear echo though. Hold on.
I don't hear the echo, but I'm about to start drinking. Good anyway. Been a long day, man. Select a dope set, sir.
Hold on 1 second. Can y'all hear echo on that side? I hear it on my side. I don't know why.
Now we're good. We're good now.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, Brown Horn, that's on your side.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's let me see. Let me check.
I got that echo cancellation turned on. So
Yeah, me too. I got it on. You got it on to reboot in the StreamYard? I think that's what it is.
All right, where are we at with it now? Better?
now it's sounding crazy again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep. Hold on. I know
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, it's like a little static. Sound like you in the Matrix. Yeah, that's what
All
someone
right,
said.
is that better? Is that better?
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
I know what it is.
There we go. Yo, big shout out to everyone tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Yo, big shout out to Selecta, man, bringing the raid in on a Monday, man. It's always a long day on a Monday, but whenever you play music on a Monday,
oh, I
it's
know.
all worth it. It's all worth it, right?
And music makes everything better, man. I don't care
Yes,
what anybody
indeed.
says. Music makes everything better.
Yes,
Amen.
indeed. So welcome to Real DJs Matter, y'all. You know, we chop it up. Been every other Monday, man. We chop it up with DJs, people in the music industry, or bloggers, and we just talk about, we chop it up about life, music, and this one is a special one. So we got our brother, man, hailing from Pittsburgh, man, DJ. I'm going to go on your website and start this off because he's a pioneer of the Pittsburgh DJ and hip-hop scene since the late 80s. He started in 88, the ripe age of 15, a frequent guest on the University of Pittsburgh.
He on that Sezzy, is he? He on that Sezzy with it? Selecta.
WPTS radio station. He then parlayed his radio experience into residencies at several of Pittsburgh's most celebrated venues over the years to follow. And in 1998, he was named Best Hip-Hop Radio Personality by In-Pittsburgh News Weekly. The following year, he opened Pittsburgh's first solely hip-hop-based retail music outlet, 720 Records, would go on and morph into a coffee shop, retail outlet, and performance space.
Word.
Selecta has supported many international touring artists such as De La, Farside, The Roots, Rakim, KRS, Moonchild, Zoe, The Midnight Hour, The Foreign Exchange, and countless other luminaries. And he currently hosts a weekly funk and soul-based radio program, Grand Groove, on Pittsburgh's NPR affiliate every Friday.
Not anymore?
6 to 8.
That's no longer.
Yeah, I remember
That's
when
no
you.
longer.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
no
when
longer.
that
But
happened.
you will see him almost every day on Twitch. None other than my brother, Selecta. Welcome.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate you being here. I'm so used to being. I say appreciate you being here, but I am there. You are not here.
Yeah, we the host today.
No doubt.
Yo, man, you want to go first, Tiger? Because I got some stuff. I always got some questions to ask.
Go ahead, reboot. Go ahead, set it off because I'm going to come back in with my camera because my camera's freezing up a little bit.
All right.
I think Horner needs to turn his mic up a little, something.
Who, me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more thing. All right. How about now?
Now we're good. Yep.
Now we're good. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So, man, shouts to you first of all, man. Being in the game for a long time, I got some years on me too. You've seen the game, change. And I'm not going to be like one of them dudes that's just like, beating up technology or whatever like that. But, like, where are you with where we're at as a DJ now? Like you've been on terrestrial radio, now you see where Twitch just kind of came and changed the marketplace. You know what I'm saying? Now you got people that may not know you know, they get gigs and stuff. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Let's be honest. You know, on some of them, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, how do you, you know, adjust to that? Where, you know, you may find yourself in a venue with some guy and you're looking at him, you're like, oh shit, this dude don't know what the hell he's doing. Do you just sit back and watch the show, or do you?
Well, there's one phenomenon that I can't understand with cats that pick up DJing in the digital world that we live in right now. And I don't know if someone taught them this or this is something that they do for an aesthetic reason. You already know where I'm going. Please, someone under 30 in the chat, which probably not many. I do not understand the no headphones thing. You're dealing with nuances of music.
Right.
But so many new cats, they pride themselves on like it's a badge of honor to rock without wearing headphones. No, it isn't, silly.
Yeah.
It's not a badge of honor. You need to hear what's going on. You mix with your ears, not with your eyes. They rely on their cue points and the waveforms. And so whenever I witness that out in the public, I'm like, yo, that would sound much better if you did two things. If you used headphones and instead of, and this is another pet peeve that I have, and I you know, maybe not everyone does this. And if you brought it up on the respective faders and not the crossfader, it would be much more fluid in terms of mixing. So, but that's not just a young cat thing. That's just that's a thing that I prefer in terms of just being fluid as opposed to using the crossfade. You use the respective up and down faders, but that's not just the young thing that pet peeve about is the no headphones thing. I think they do it because they don't think it looks cool. I mean, look how cool this looks.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah. Go ahead, speak on it.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say I would bet that a lot of times the situation with the faders are these dudes don't even know how to adjust them. They don't even know how to work. You know, a lot of they got all these buttons and stuff. They don't bother to learn what is what and how to adjust.
The basics.
I've been
you got so much technology.
I've set people's mixes up for them.
And to not ever touch the platter, whether you're using vinyl or you're using a controller, to never touch the platter and rely solely on pads like it's a drum machine is also weird to me. Like the foundation of DJing is touching the platter. So those are my three pet peeves when it comes to new cats. Right? You always, you know, to me, I feel like bringing it in on the Zigga Zigga.
Nah, my man.
What? Well,
I said, my man.
Yeah, I think bringing it in, you're going to get it more precise than hitting a cue point, because a cue point could be off by, you know, a fraction of a snare, whereas you're hearing it as you bring it in the headphones. And that's just but the no headphones thing, please someone explain why that is the thing in this day and age.
They all think they're Mel Star. They can't do it like he do it.
Right. Well, Mel's Mel's not even from this planet.
That's what I'm saying.
And also Mel's doing it, but he's also doing it in a performance setting. If he were just to play for hours and hours and just playing joints, I don't think he would go that route. And I think Mel also does it because I believe Mel is deaf in one ear. So I think that's another reason why he does it. So
big shout out to Bus.
Yeah, right. Everyone's a DJ. Bus Crate said everyone's DJ until you hand them a Jazzy Jeff, you know, wood panel Gemini and two belt drives. So I started off with not the Gemini, but the realistic with the click in the middle. 80 versus 87 with the realistic turntables with the belt drive. You had to replace the belt drive sometimes, and you had to mix in. You had to hold the spindle, hope for the best, and let go.
Put a nickel on top of it, or a penny.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, yo, I wanted to start there, man. Since you started there with what you first started, like, what was your beginning like? You know, with like the family with music, like what were you around, like started to gravitate you towards before you was even a DJ?
My mom, because my dad broke out when I was 2. So my mom solely Motown, and you know, it's a Jewish lady, rest in power, Faye Levy, didn't listen to anything else. So she would often clown other genres, like who could ever listen to the Rolling Stones or like Herman's Hermits. And like she came up on doo-wop. Pittsburgh's a big doo-wop city. So she came up on just doo-wop and just Motown. So I feel like, you know, hearing that in the household kind of helped foster my love for music in general. And then once I heard, one of the first records I heard, believe it or not, was Rappin' Duke. You know, like, and I didn't even know he was black until recently. I thought it was just a cat clowning. But that's one of the first records I heard early. Of course, I heard Roxanne, and you know, earlier than that, we all heard Rappers Delight. But I'm talking about when I was 11, I heard Rappin' Duke, I heard Roxanne, I heard Whistle Just Buggin'. I heard, I heard Friends, I heard A Fly Girl. You know, those were all in my formative years. Jam On It, even really, some would say that Jam On It wasn't really a hip hop song, but it was for all intents and purposes. It was.
It had the break in it, yeah.
Right. That was my early days. Listening to a pioneer in Pittsburgh. His name was Sly Jock. He was the first person to play hip hop on urban radio. It's weird. I don't like using urban black radio in Pittsburgh. In the early 80s, we used to stay up at night and tape his shows with one of those black tape decks where you had to hold the radio up to the tape deck and you would tape it from the air.
What they know about that? They don't know about that.
Not you couldn't even dub it from the radio. It was just from the air. So it would just be the ambient sound coming out of the radio into the microphone.
Right.
Yeah. Bertrand C60s that came in the 3-pack in plastic that I boosted from Rite Aid. I think I'm good now. I think I leave the statute of limitations.
For you.
Yeah, you'd be good. Yeah.
My brother Stoverelli, I see you.
You know what I like though about listening to like different DJ stories is like there's always something similar in there, whether like the pause tapes or like you said, holding the box up to the radio. Yeah, and it's like
style.
Just hearing it, like you're not thinking, oh, other DJs doing it in the moment. You're just doing it, and then you hear the stories later on, like, yo, y'all did the same thing we did. So I just like the connection like that coming up from them those eras.
Man, real quick, I'm gonna shout out some folks on Twitch, man. Shout out to my brother Vance Dell, Point Blank, man, Tucci Boy, Big Stove. Shout out to all the family, man. Everybody in here representing. Man, Selecta, let me ask you, so I don't want to stay too far back, but what was it like, man? Were you like welcomed into the game? You know, being like a white Jewish kid. You know, I want to DJ. You know what I'm saying? How did you know?
I felt like it was just inherent. Because I think it's different. I think it's because I came up when the genre was new. I feel like it wasn't like trying to come into the game late. I feel like I came into it as a participant as it was new. So I think that's different than where we are now. If someone looks at, the white kid playing hip hop. I mean, many of me's in Pittsburgh. There was one other cat, Nick Nice, who's like 5 years my elder, that was doing it. But yeah, I didn't feel any sort of way. I think I was universally accepted from right then, from 88, 89. And in the chat right now, Boogie Bus could tell you, I met him in like 94. Like, it was that's the right. He just said in the chat, what did you say, Bus? Who is this fourth base looking cat?
Fourth base.
Fourth base.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, that's good stuff, though, man.
Yeah,
lifelong friends.
Yeah, I didn't feel any sort of way. Which when I still hear to this day, what you know about that? I'm like, I lived it. It's one thing to live it. It's one thing. It's another thing to research it. To live it, hip hop's the only genre that I can know just based on knowledge from when I participated.
Right.
Whereas if I'm, funk and soul, I got to research that. I didn't grow up. Earth, Wind & Fire is my favorite group, but I was born in 73. So everything I have to go back in time and learn about people, learn about Maurice White, learn about Charles Stepney, learn about the creation of these joints.
So, and the fact that you do, credit to you for that.
Yeah. And I think like real DJs know, like, when they heard him play, like my first time hearing him, like, oh, he know. It wasn't even about, oh, he's white, he knows. No, he know. Like, it don't matter.
You know why I appreciate that? Because I'm not a turntablist. So I appreciate coming from a turntablist like yourself that that there is still a level of skill set and a knowledge base that comes with my presentation. So because I'm gonna tell you why I never got into turntablism, because coming up, we were on Section 8 and we didn't have much money. So I would rather buy 2 different records than 2 copies of the same record for more bang for my buck. So because of that, I feel like I never got into the fully, we used to call it coast to coast in Pittsburgh going back. Beat juggling is another name for it, but coast to coast wasn't really a beat juggling. It was just bringing it back at the same point of entry that you brought the first beat on. So it's not making a new beat out of it. We called it Coast to Coast. Is that only a Pittsburgh thing? Has anyone else heard Coast to Coast?
I haven't heard that.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it either. Yeah.
Probably a Pittsburgh thing. That's dope though.
Probably a Pittsburgh thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they got to be different. So, so talking about that, man, and just the game in general, you know, like Tiger, you know, first time I heard you play music, I said, yeah, you know, he's the real deal. And it's not about, I think people, and I keep saying this, it's not about whether or not you can do a backflip and land on the fucking record, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you're playing. It's about what you're playing.
That's what I always said, right?
Yeah, yeah. People, they get caught up in it. I mean, I love to do all the tricks and all that too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying that it's not about that. What I like is when I'm doing a set and somebody says, "Man, I never heard that before," or "I haven't heard it in a long time."
Right.
I think the real DJs, that's more important. That's you know, that's what I'm here for.
You know, I'm not the most physical cat. You're not going to catch me I can't even go behind my back in any venture, whether it be basketball, turntablism, what have you. So because I'm not the most physical cat, you know, I'm just relying on mixing and doing the basic, you know, zigga cuts, and that's all. That's all you need.
That's all you need. That's it.
Everything else is just extra seasoning. So
yeah.
But one thing you did say, you know, we talked before, you know, we were talking about, like, you know, when you're like, especially when you're on the raids, like you want to put on a show, you know, and it's not like, you know, put on a show because I'm the shit. No, you want to put on a performance. You want to, you know, like you said,
you only got an hour to rock. You got to put together, and we say this on my channel.
Unless you don't be Suburban.
Oh, then you got
2 hours.
We got to get you on Be Suburban, sir. We got to get you on Be Suburban.
We got to make it happen. 2 hours. I don't mind doing 2 hours. You know, I like to warm up first. But yeah, if I'm going to get an hour or two to rock, it's going to be 2 hours of all killer, no filler. So I think that, you know, is something that it's just part of my work ethic when it comes to music. It's just making everything, you know, I'm anti willy-nilly, you know.
Facts. So
in a Twitch setting. Willy-nilly in person, sometimes that's your dopest sets. It's just going off the cuff, off the chapeau. But on Twitch, I feel like because, you know, all eyes are on you, I feel like it has to be just a solid presentation on myriad levels, from a visual standpoint to an audio. Make sure you have the right sound interface. Make sure, you know, I before my stream, I iron every day. I dust off my turntables. I, you know, make sure everything's straight. There's no glare on my records behind me. And you know, I'm very meticulous, as they say.
Damn, I'm the anti-selective. Man, I come out here, scratch my ass a couple times, pour me a drink. Let's go, baby.
You know, the minute I got relaxed and became, you know, laid back on my stream, I spilled ginger ale in my mixer 3 weeks ago.
Wow,
like, let me take a sip while I'm rocking. So that's why I got to keep just very disciplined. And that was bye for my S11. I got a new one right now. So we're gravy.
Anik said, but Dilettante is still on the bottom shelf, Jimmy.
Dilettante is it? Okay, well, I mean, is it? I don't know.
He switched it up. He switched it up on you.
It's therefore because when I go to my socks, I also want to see some ephemera. You like that word? I also want folks to see some ephemera when you go to my socks, and just not my socks. So musical ephemera, whether it be Bobbito's book that, you know, I'm just showing right here. That's Bobbito's children's book called Aim High. Dilettante is right next to it. Then we got the Push 8-track right here. Yeah, so musical ephemera, various medium, 8-track cassettes, CDs, CB tapes. That's an inside joke between me and Boogie Bus. I used to own a record store called 720.
Yes, indeed.
And some woman came in back in the day. She said, "Y'all got those CB tapes?" So from onwards, I think she was trying to say CD, but she said those CB tapes. That is our inner joke when we see each other.
Oh man,
that's what's up.
What's your what's your process like? Because, you know, man, I mean, over these last few years, I've done so many rest in peace tributes I can't count, and I know you've done even more. Like, it's such a euphoric, emotional, happy, almost depression feeling because it's
Right,
just
all
been
levels.
happening
It's
so
a whole
much.
roller
Like,
coaster.
I mean, you're sharing it with everyone. Everyone's feeling the same way when they love that artist. Like, how do you feel when you're doing those sets?
Man, you know what's crazy is that, you know, when Roberta passed, we learned about that in real time on the stream. Someone came in a chat, I believe it was F. Farrell, and said, Roberta passed. And I'm like, really? So we had to pivot. We were doing some other tribute. We had to pivot right away to a Roberta set. And I think because of my organizational skills, we were able to do a 3-hour Roberta set with samples, with covers, just right there.
Beautiful.
That's bananas. That's the other thing.
Right. Which was, you know, nothing that I you know, could foresee going into on that day, but you know, you gotta be prepared and
be ready. Yeah.
You know the old adage, you know it.
Stay boys, be ready. So you got to get ready. Stay ready.
Something like that.
So,
yeah.
So I'll be the first to say, I really didn't. I was really a lot of music poorly organized. You know, when I stepped my game up was the first time I went down to Atlanta and I was doing a set with Tiger. First time I went down there. You remember that, Tiger? We switched up. You went on the right, and I went and go over to your laptop, and I looked at that thing, and I said, "Damn, this dude got everything color coded and all. Oh shit!" Well,
You know, I said the same thing when I saw his laptop. I'm like, I got to get more organized. You think I am, bro?
Oh, my shit is crazy. My shit is crazy.
OCD-ish.
Yeah.
I got crates for every major artist. So my crates for every major artist has everything in order. Samples, covers, remixes, clips, what have you. For every major, not even just major artists. I got looking over some of my crates. Man, I got an Air 2 crate. I got an Ann Filler crate. I got an Andy Bay crate, Angela Bofill, Angela Wimbush. You know, like,
hey, all you young DJs, pay attention. Though that's fact. That's how you can just take a left during your set and go wherever you want to go.
And that's just from Twitch, because you know, prior to Twitch, obviously I didn't have such organized crates, but Twitch helped me build these in real time because I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm becoming more organized as a DJ, which is great.
Right.
And then I'm also being able to present these sets to folks from around the world and also utilize them for years to follow. So if we're doing a birthday of an artist the following year, we can keep that as the foundation and then build upon new things that we've learned and experienced and new samples and new add
remixes.
on.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's definitely helped me, you know, similar, not the exact same thing, but, you know, I mean, it's just, hey, I don't do prearranged sets too much unless I'm getting paid to do it. So if I'm playing music, just playing music, it's whatever I want to do. So even when I do my radio sets, I just go, hey, I start with a record and we build from there. You know?
Right, no, I mean, and I did that today, and that's also, I love that too. And the reason why I do it for birthday sets, obviously, is that I need to have everything quick so I can hit folks. But I don't have the order where I'm going to play from 1 to 100, but I have things next to each other that are going to go in alignment with the other. And then, you know, if someone requests something, we take it from there or build on it from there. But I do have the building blocks.
And that's a digital advantage because back in the day, you know, we had the milk crates and you had your whole set lined up. You know?
Right.
At the end of the night.
And this, and then all
the records going crazy.
Was that not a drag? I mean, I used to have to schlep around. I said schlep. That's a Yiddish word. 7 crates of records.
Man, you took 7. See, I was 4 on a.
Bro, I was like 12, 15.
3 to 4, man.
Tell you 7.
Wow.
Oh,
my neck, my back.
Man. But I did have some big, huge speakers, man. These old Clisp, I think it's KLISP speakers, man. They're massive, bro. Oh, man, dude.
They weren't powered. They were before powered speakers?
For the powered ones, yeah.
They were powered or they weren't powered?
They weren't powered.
Exactly, right.
Yeah, you had to have the amp. And you had exactly. You had that big
amp.
Yeah, and I mean, you had to wheel it in on a dolly, man.
Right.
Real talk.
And you know, Bus Crates got his name because he literally used to go from gig to gig on the bus.
Wow.
The Port Authority Pittsburgh Transit on the bus, 61A. With
Wow,
crates.
7 crates deep?
And not
Oh,
7 crates. Bus would
say,
take one or two on the bus to gigs.
That's how he got his name. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I
That's
never knew that.
dope, though.
How he got his name. He's had other
But
names
that's
too.
the love. That's the love, though,
Yeah.
right? See,
He got another name I won't say, but
every hero has an origin story, right? Right.
Yeah.
But that's the love, though. Yeah. So that's the journey. That's how you earn your stripes in this game. Cats ain't earning their stripes in this game no more. And I think it's a couple things. The technology, they're not even bothering to learn the records. They're not even listening to the records. Let's be honest. A lot of these cats ain't even listening to the records.
They don't know the right point to. There's an art in not mixing is one thing. There's an art at bringing things in, on the one at the right time, and they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to drop shit at all. They just know how to have a 16 bar, and that's it, and then work from there. So
yeah, and like you said, a lot of it's like you said, not even knowing the music. It's just a with the technology, there's like a laziness that comes with people, and it's like you're supposed to, like I said, it's the reboot. Like, yo, if you drove you drove an automatic, with both feet, like that's, or you're driving your car with 1 foot, like that's what you're supposed to do.
That's a bad analogy to use with me, though.
Oh, what?
Why is that? There's
I don't
somewhere
drive.
there.
I don't
You
drive.
don't drive? Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
No.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the vicinity of everything where you're at in Pittsburgh. Like everything's around you.
I have a driver.
Hey, then that's a world that I'm not familiar with.
Word.
I have a driver.
Out of town gigs, man. I gotta get
With my
some
pinky
out.
out.
Of gigs, this cat got a chauffeur.
That's dope.
That's dope, man. Hey, I'm not mad at you, man. Like I said, I gotta get some of these.
And Stowe called me out too. Stowe called me out too. He knows one of them. I don't like elevators. I take them when I have to, but I'm not a fan of elevators. There you go. Inside Jimmy.
Stuck in the elevator.
Music.
The story is my grandmother grew up in a high rise. I grew up there for a few years with her. I would get stuck every other week. And so it stuck with me as a kid. As a kid, if you experience something, it comes back later in life, and it manifested itself as a fear. So I do fly all the time. Yes, indeed.
You're not claustrophobic?
I am claustrophobic. So elevators and back seats of two-door cars are my worst fears. Flying? Plane, you got plenty of room. If you need to get up and walk around, you could still do it. You're not confined. I get an aisle seat. I'm not sitting on a window seat. But
you tolerate the back seats with a girl named Shawanda, though.
Oh man.
Yeah, you be brave man.
Shout out to Coco with music in the building. Good to see you, Coco.
So the other thing, man, while we in here taking this journey with Selecta, so I know you part of a group of DJs, which another one of our brothers, shout out to Black Steel. I think it's called Union, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So y'all been around a long time, and pretty much like a lot of stuff. You guys were like the group, you DJ group. I mean, because the old school DJs, I don't know an old school DJ that wasn't in a group at some point. If you was DJing in the '80s, you had some homies. You were in a call you whatever you called it. So my group was a Surgeon General. That's what we were, so that's I use that sound, the Warner and the Surgeon General of Chilltown, New York. So that's where it get the, devastating to your ears.
Devastating to your ears.
That's where it comes from. Because that's how we used to start all our mixtapes, with that Warner and Surgeon, and then we rotate who did what on during the set. But anyway, shouts to the Surgeon General, Rest in Peace album. But so you got a group, and you guys are still together, man. Like, my group, they either dead or don't DJ no more.
Yeah, I mean, we recruited other members, but the original three, Black Steel, Big Phil, and me. Much like this trio right here, I am the youngest of the bunch with that group, and I'll be 52 in 2 months.
Yeah, thanks for putting it out there. I'm shaving the next week.
Right.
That's good. But yeah, but we now have expanded to about 10 members. We have younger cats that rock.
Oh wow,
gigs with us and some other OGs of Pittsburgh. So, but yeah, the main core of Union, which began just for dance floor union, like unity on the dance floor, is me, Mr. Adam Lewis, as we call him, and Mr. Philip Thompson, Big Phil, the original Union 3.
Yeah, that's what's up, though. I mean, kudos to y'all for staying together, you know, and just, you know, and like you said, add members to it. And I mean, that in itself, you guys got a, you know, a lot of history, a lot of rich history. And I think it says a lot about your love for music and, you know, your demeanor.
Yeah, brotherhood.
Yeah, I think that, you know, especially because the other side of DJing back in the day was you battled all the time. Right. So you he over there, we got to battle. We got to so now, you know, I told Tiger this, I think some of that is still hard to get off. It's hard to get off with some of these folks. It's like it's not, I mean, you know.
DJing's a competitive art form, man. Like you're around any DJs. I mean, the three of us here have probably been watching one of us like, damn, I would have done that differently. That's just us as DJs. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, I wish I'd have thought about that. Yeah.
Not even just that, like, or I would have done that differently. Like it's just like being a movie critic and watching a movie. Like you're always like, it's ingrained in us. Would you agree, Hornet and Tiger? Like, you know, they could be your best homie. You're like, damn, did he just do that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, and it's not from a clowning. It doesn't come from a clowning place. It comes from a place of like, damn, dude. So, you know, we're all guilty of that.
I think for me and Tiger, you know, it's like Tiger's not in a competition, but I am. Right. You don't even know. I'm standing behind him like this. Man,
right,
man, he's doing this, but you know, we push each other. So I think for me, it's a handful of DJs that I actually really listen to, and I think like for most of us that's been in the game, we, you know, so we know who they are. Like I'll be honest, I don't listen to Jazzy Jeff no more, man. Can't think of the last time I heard Jazzy Jeff say. There's way more DJs. I kind of know, like, you know, he recycles sets at this point now anyway. So you kind of know where he's going. Oh, I know he's going. So I leave that alone. You know, I will catch DJ Scratch every now and then because Scratch will, you know, he's a moody DJ. He's a moody DJ that, you know, not only will I'm in this mood, that's the way I'm going, but he'll also shut the stream down because he's in a mood. You know what I'm saying?
He shuts it down.
Yeah, he shut it down. Oh, you know what? Y'all ain't giving enough money. I'm out of here. Y'all think I'm playing the truth. You know, hey, I'm not lying. It is what it is. But, you know, I mean, you know, there are a lot of DJs out here that, you know, definitely respect the craft, DJ at a high level, and don't mind pushing the music. You know, who I like to listen to is Lord Finesse.
Yeah.
Lord Finesse, man. I mean, you know, so it's you know, a lot of folks would probably say, man, you know, really? It's not like I'm hating on them. It's just that some of these folks, like, you know, I've heard that Boiler Room set. I know what it is. I know where you're going with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking for who's actually playing some shit a certain way I never heard before, or transition or something I never heard before. Because I think I actually had a conversation with someone a couple of days ago, and they said, you know, when I go in a place, I'm gonna ask y'all this question because she was surprised by my answer. If I'm out in public and there's a DJ in there, and I'm not like, let's say I'm just at a somebody's birthday party, somebody's 50th birthday party. I'm not listening to the DJ, just like critiquing him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really listening to the DJ, man. I'm more or less trying to have fun, have some drinks, tell some jokes, you know, blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not really in there like, oh, this dude messing up the transition.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah,
I'm always
do that?
I think it's because I'm always
if they're that bad, I can't help it.
Yeah,
but they gotta be that bad. They gotta be so bad. They gotta be sneakers in the dryer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'm getting sneakers in the dryer, like, oh, okay, man, dude, I can't ignore this shit, bro. What are you doing?
I like that one right there. Yeah.
But if there's
at that point, I just tell them to use the sync button. Fuck. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna tell them that. But anyway, so like for me, I find myself just like I used to do that, and I realized, man, it's messing with my night. It's messing with my evening. So like, why am I here? I'm here to have fun. I'm invited to a venue with some people that I know, and I'm over here worrying about what the DJ is doing. Man, I need to be over here concentrating on a good time. So I really hardly listen.
It's hard to extract yourself, though. I mean, like I mentioned the movie critic analogy earlier. It's hard when you do it for a living and you experiencing it, and you're experiencing it in a out of work setting. It's still gonna hit you somewhere in the cerebral, like in this part of your brain that is always gonna be on, because you're so tuned in to judging transitions just in your everyday existence. I can't turn it off. I wish I could. I never go out, and I wish I could. Yeah.
I went to one of my family's weddings, and I'm gonna enjoy myself because I wasn't DJing it, but who she had on there DJing, like, first of all, he had a laptop, no turntables, not even a controller. He was just using the laptop. That was the first red flag.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, let me just drink.
I mean, how nice can you really be with just a computer? I mean,
yeah, that was crazy.
Unless you got some Ableton set up in there and you have things already kind of positioned properly. It's
I still had to see it and believe it.
Crazy. I didn't want to believe it. For real.
Crazy.
So I want to ask you, Selecta, growing up, obviously the first genre was hip hop. You're hip hop.
Oh,
Did you in your later years? I mean, I found with me in my later years, I started branching out more R&B, house, reggae, and then later on jazz. Was it the same with you?
Yeah, I mean, in those days we had to do the house set next to the hip hop set. Something that I did not experience in real time, that I was not a big R&B head from like 89 to like 2000. That was not my lane. So all the pre
New Jack
and post shiny suit R&B.
Right.
I don't know that like I know. Like I can't name, more than 112 song.
Perplexed. I'm flabbergasted. New Jack? Are we you weren't feeling New Jack?
What's that?
You weren't. I'm making sure I got my time frame right. You weren't feeling like New Jack music.
I was, but my main was from hip hop, house, and then when I cringe when I say this genre, but when the neo soul movement took place, I as much as I love now Jodeci, I didn't come up on them.
Right.
Just didn't hit me here. And for anything that I spend time with, it has to hit me here. And it just didn't do it for me. So that's why, that's why I always gravitate to the Bilals, the Dwellés, the Rasan Pattersons of the world. On the lady tip, the Rochelle Farrell, the Lettuces, Power.
So you were heavy Neo. So
Layla, it has to hit me.
You know what I think?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I mean to cut you off. Now, I was thinking maybe you think it's because maybe a lot of that R&B in that era was trying to mix the hip hop, but make it R&B. It was kind of like maybe cookie cutter. Maybe I don't know.
I guess I came from I came from like the De La world. That's rapping bullshit. What they did.
Right.
We were. The Back Hat Kids were so anti R&B, and I guess that was just part of like
R&B mixed with
being fuck that shit. I don't want to listen to that. I am pure lyrics and beats, and just I don't know it like I know most other genres. I just don't, and I won't front like the Drew Hills and the, even though I love Stokely, I didn't know him when he was really getting down with mid condition. So it's just that just wasn't my aesthetic. It wasn't my aesthetic.
And that's fine. I know you know you definitely heavy on piano, and you know I guess I could see that. You know,
people don't know the inside joke. I hate. I'm a piano, Afro beats with an S.
Oh shit! Oh man! Hey, I was in there one day, Tiger, and I mean he just went off. I was crack. I was in the. I can't remember what I was doing. I was like in the kitchen or something, just listening. I'm like a lot of times, man, I'll just lurk. I don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like I'm in there cooking or something, and this dude just goes on a tirade that I actually had to get the phone. I was like, man, where's the phone? I can't even remember where it's at. I'm like, where's the phone? You find the phone, man. This dude.
I don't understand the appeal. Like the Afro beats vocalists aren't even nice with it. Like vocally, not even nice. It's all vocoder. If you can sing over those tracks, like I'll stick with dance hall.
Right.
I don't need African reggae. I'm good. I'd rather just stick with Afro beat without the S. Give me old Fela and keep it moving.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. And I'll say this, man. I think my only knock on New Jack was I think they oversang. I think the artists oversang too.
Right, some elongated runs.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, y'all ain't got to do all of that.
Right.
I'll save my over singing for gospel, and then
which is a good place to have.
Yeah, right. In church,
but even there,
give us
but yeah. So now I get that. It just kind of just surprised because I think one of the things about you is the range of music that I think is an attraction for people. Is that if you know educated listeners, like that's something I think all of us want to be able to say that the people in our room, they know music because that's why they're in the room. They know I'm not going to play something that that you heard 50 times today.
And that's not a problem. There are rooms on Twitch for everyone. So if you don't want to get a lesson, you don't watch Breakfast Jammies. If you just want to hear, I mean, you don't. I don't think
true. Great point.
I don't think we have anyone that frequents the channel that wants to hear the humdrum stuff. I just don't. I don't think that we do. So there are places to go for that, and I'm not knocking any of those places. There are a ton of them that they play the same stuff that we hate to play in person on Twitch. We're trying to get away from what we have to do. I don't want to play Gucci Mane on Twitch, but I have to play that in real life.
Yes.
I don't want to play Young Jock on Twitch, but I have to do that in real life. But I know I can be a chameleon and circumnavigate those different lanes because I DJ for the masses. At some point I'll grow up and start getting gigs that are only for what I do. But at this point,
you got to be close to it, though.
Yeah,
you got to be close to it. That's like that.
That's
Bus Crates said that's why he keeps a regular job, because Bus Crates playing Gucci Mane, I would shit my pants.
I can't even see that.
Go ahead.
No, I couldn't even see that. Yo, that's why I when I came down here to Georgia and I found out they had old school hip hop station. Chubb Rock was on. I was like, oh shoot, because High 97 been uncorrupted. Music scene up in New York. We only had BLS. So I was like, all right, but bro, they played the same old school go-to Biggie, Juicy, Wu-Tang Cream. I'm like, yo, y'all can't even dig for the old school?
You know what the worst is? I'm gonna say it right now. Rock the Bells. Fucking horrible.
Rock the Bells radio?
I'm trying to clean the house. I got a speaker downstairs. Do we need Baby Got Back on Rock the Bells or Bust a Move?
Oh no.
Do we just keep it like?
Wow, I didn't know that.
I know they want to be all inclusive, but yeah, and get some software that may mix it a little bit. Like it's just like even their fades when they don't have a mix show. It's just there's no. It's not fluid,
right?
There's no rhyme or reason to put some programming together even during the day. It wouldn't take much. You can't just rely on some software to have a mishmash of old school hip hop songs. Put some thought into it throughout the day. This is a corporation. I mean, that's a corporation that's putting their product out there.
There's the
us, and we're paying for it. And it's poorly produced. It's just, and for LL to run it just seems like it could be so much better. But
wow.
Well, I think I think the caveat for them is just keep bringing in old school artists and letting them have a show. That's what I really
That
don't.
doesn't always translate well either because
Well, I don't listen to it. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Right. That doesn't mean they know. I'm listening to a podcast now. I'm not going to say any names. And the cat that's interviewing a legend in hip hop, this legend keeps dropping, references, and the guy's like, "Who? What? This song? What? That remix?" Like, and maybe because I lived it, I'm spoiled. But all these references that he's making, I know.
Right.
The cat that's doing the interview didn't know any of it. It's just,
and that's sad. That's the sad part of the game, where we just let folks come in and do what they want to do with what we love.
I heard. I'm gonna say it right now. Someone was interviewing someone I was listening to. I took a walk today. I'm trying to get my 10,000 steps in every day, and he was surprised that someone already knew of Search. They were like, Search had a career before third base. Yeah, Search put out joints before third base on vinyl on Warlock Records. He used to be managed. Yeah, he used to be managed by Dr. York, which is a crazy dude, who's now in prison for life for some other shit. But Dr. York used to be Ali Imam Issa, who ran like the cats you would see on the corner with incense and oils, Egyptian musk, and Mishwak, those shoe sticks. They were followers of Dr. York.
Oh, wow.
And so he had a label, Warlock, and he actually for a bit managed third base. Yeah. So yeah, like I don't know how you don't know that Search was a thing before Latin Quarter, before anything else. And it was just weird for me to hear that put out there. And I don't know. I just felt like, where's my podcast at? But
right.
I didn't take the initiative.
And I'll just tell you, and I don't know, I'm sure Tiger probably co-sign on this, but how hard it is to work behind the scenes to get interviews with cats. It's amazing to me that some of these folks are even able to get interviews, don't know the pedigree.
But here's the thing. Like, he did the knowledge on the cat he was interviewing, but when it comes to all the other small elements and references, he didn't get them. Like 80% of them. Like, oh yeah, this record came out. This record was one of these single only records on Tommy Boy by a dude named Uptown. Dope on Plastic. Dante Ross's, production, like it's just little things like that. It's just really
little nuances. Yeah.
Because I'm such a nerd. I feel like, for example, Boogie Bus Crates and Sam Champ both were at the Playlist Retreat. They're both Pittsburgh cats. There was a hip hop trivia show at the Playlist Retreat, and they whooped everyone's asses.
Oh,
both Pittsburgh cats, because we are a different breed of hip hop nerd here. I did the same thing at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. Mr. Complex had a game show where it was me, Ed Wong from Sandbox Automatic, Destroy, J Zone, and who else was in there? I think that was about it. There was one other cat I didn't know, and I won that whole thing, but they were sleeping me because I'm a Pittsburgh cat. So we are the unsung city of hip hop. We have a hip hop history. We already know we have a jazz history, and that's been documented. But one day, someone's going to document Pittsburgh.
I was just about to say, we need a full document, like a Netflix documentary, like raw, unfiltered.
You should do it, man. Why don't you do it? Sound like you should do it.
The funding would be interesting. Chizwiz keeps asking questions in the chat. We're not at the Q&A segment.
Yeah, not yet. But yeah, we'll try to save that. I was going to ask him that one too, because I know we all had one of those.
But you know what? I can't ask. I can't. Let me answer that real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't even know the cat's name. It was recently too. Shit. Let me think about it. Come back to it. But I did open up for someone, and it was completely out of my wheelhouse. And the average age of the crowd was 16. So.
That's tough, boy. Oh, you knew that going in? You knew that going in?
I did not know that going in.
Surprise. Yeah, okay.
I did not know that going in. I don't know his name. I don't know his name. It was like an EDM type of dude. He was viral. It got to the point where I had to have a DJ friend of mine stand next to me, because he gave me a bunch of tracks. Stand next to me, tell me what to play, and then I would just mix it in.
Gotcha.
Tell me what to play, what would get the best crowd reaction. So he would be, you know, the voice in my ear, and I'm like, okay, I can mix these songs. I've never heard them before, but he said, yeah, they're gonna love this one. And that's how
walked you through the set. Yeah,
I remember doing one like that.
It worked. I mean, he was that type of DJ in one aspect of his life, so he knew all of that stuff. But it was some big EDM guy, like a Pauly D type of cat, but on a more DJ level than that. But
right. I had one of those gigs, man. They don't care about mixing. They'll dance for 1 minute and then stand around.
Hey, man, you know what's even worse than that, though, is when you got the old heads that want to hear the young shit, man.
I get that all the time. They want to see relevant.
That shocked me. Yeah, that's the one that shocks me, man. Cats coming up there talking about Glorilla got more brain in their shit than me.
That's our biggest issue with Union. That's our biggest issue with me, Phil, and Black Steel is that for some reason, you know, and our crowd's mostly old. It's over 40. For some reason, they don't want to dance to Michael Jackson or Prince or any, you know, that type of era stuff. It all trap and newer stuff. Like what's wrong with having a party of just feel good classics? Like I don't understand why that's so shunned upon. I feel like classics have a stigma attached to them. Like, oh, I've heard that, and classics for a reason.
Right.
Right.
Better than that microwave music y'all used to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, you playing that shit again? I'm like, yeah, I'm playing that shit again.
Crazy.
And I play it proud.
I'm gonna play "Keep On Loving Me" Whispers because it's the joint. Yes.
So here's what
that's one of my biggest.
I'll give them a little bit of that cannon fodder at the end of the night when everybody's tired because I done had them in the headlock. I had them in the headlock. We done started with that. This is how you do it, and just got through a run for about 45 minutes, an hour. You know what I'm saying? Now hey, y'all can leave now. Job is done. Right. So I hit them with a little bit of that scrapple, but
and we can get this the last hour. We can go into our bag because people are fully intoxicated. But that middle part,
gotta be a party.
Yeah. But I don't want to do that in the middle part. The middle part, I want to just keep on my same flow of just joints. But you know, I am not a selfish DJ. So if I see very little heads nodding or very little movement, I'm going to throw on something that's guaranteed. And it could be Wipe Me Down. It could be whatever. But I am
the party going.
At the end of the night, I want to see the folks happy.
Sure.
I know a lot of DJs out there are selfish DJs that will play for them when the crowd is not feeling them. That's not me.
Yeah. Right. Yeah,
I'll never not rock the party. So I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. I mean, but I am not at this age in the game, man. I am looking at cats like, yeah, I'll get to it, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like depending on if it, like, let's be honest. If you got a vibe, no one in their right mind is gonna break it to drop a request. No DJ. I know.
You'd be surprised. It happens. Really? It happens. Yeah, it happens all the time.
Man, that's got to be a.
I hate when they request something that got nothing to do with. Like, how are you even thinking about? Yo, can you play Gucci Mane when I got the whole dance floor all rocking to Earth, Wind, and Fire? Like, why? How you thinking? How you think I'm gonna play that right now? If you said you play Stephanie Mills, then okay, I could work that.
I stereotype based on who's coming up to me. If they look like they're gonna request something whack, I just give them the I'm good. which sucks. I shouldn't do that, you know.
Yeah, and why folks requesting? Let the DJ do their job.
Well, like I said, it depends on the you know, like what your venue is, what you're there for, you know, what you're doing, and that's why at this point I'm super picky about what I do.
Yeah, no, we should be. You know, I turn down gigs left and right. You know,
yeah. I mean,
I don't need the stress.
He just said, I think at this point, if we're being booked for something, we should be getting booked for who we are and what we play, not to be a human Spotify. Yeah,
you know, we all strive for that, and you know, it unfortunately, to make a living as a DJ and do this full time, it's really hard unless you're the Rich Medinas or the Natasha Diggs of the world. Or Terry Hunter or a Spinner. It's really hard to solely get booked and make a good living off of doing what you do or what you like when you're at home. Even some radio DJs don't, like what they play when they're on the air. So, and that's been the way for years.
Yeah, the program. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just if you want to make a living and you're not a niche DJ, you got to either find your lane, which is really hard to do, especially in Pittsburgh, or just succumb to the masses. And I play a happy medium. I do plenty of joints that are just me, and then I do weddings, corporate events that I have to pander.
Yeah, we know.
You can pay the bills. The corporate events pay the bills.
Right.
That's the real bread.
Because you're not going to make a living on Twitch solely. If I could make a living on Twitch solely, man, I would make that full time. There are streamers, and that's a good way to switch into Twitch. There are streamers, gamers mostly, that make a living simply off of streaming. That would be amazing. I would fucking love it. But it's not in the formula, especially with the 30% now that's going to come out ultimately, and then all the other cuts. It's just
right.
Well,
and to go like segue, since we on Twitch, we won't really hop on it too much, but we did talk about with the week boycott they had, and I knew there was people that, like you said, they make they make a living on Twitch, so they weren't gonna stop. But just as a whole of people just trying to support, just try to start something. It just seems like we can never come together and start something.
Right. It would have made such a statement if everyone just chilled out for a week. At least folks in the States, folks in Canada and overseas, given that it was a U.S. thing. But if we could have all came together for a week, that would have made a profound statement. And we need to stand in solidarity and sacrifice just that week. We could talk about this for days. But.
Right.
But it's a conversation that needs to be had, though, to some degree, because I do think there's that same issue spills out into where we at with hip hop music as a culture, right? Mm-hmm. So we are still a house divided. We got a lot of folks in here arguing about who invented hip hop, and just anything that's divisive. And some of the things and some of the rationale behind why some of these people didn't participate is outrageous to me. It's outrageous, and I just say,
I haven't heard much of it. All I heard was, it's just the money, which is, even on a, I'm not going to judge anyone's finance, but even on a high level, in a week, maybe I'm not going to get into numbers, but it's not a lot. We all know, because we're all DJs on Twitch. We all know in a week with all the cuts, unless you're getting crazy Cash Apps and PayPals, it's not a lot.
Nobody's getting that no more, man. Look here, man. The COVID days is over. You may, you may get a little bit every now and then, man, but it's not like
how it was.
Let's call it what it was. Yes, it's not like it was. So, I mean, for me, at that point, there's another dynamic here. Let's talk about the vanity that comes with, streaming and stuff like that, and blah blah. I'm like, some of these folks can't walk away from it for a week.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head right there.
Yeah,
it's attached to their existence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it's like I just say, folks, pay attention, because those are the people that sell you out later. It's just that simple. Right. They sell you out for $300. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit get real down the road. But please believe they're gonna sell you out then too. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But, you know me. Don't get me started.
It's all good, my brother.
No filter Hornet.
That's right. Don't get me started.
So, when you were talking about opening gigs for people, what were when I was reading your about in your on your website, all the people that you've met over the years DJing, what was some of the artists that you met that you were maybe you had a certain view of them, and then after you met them, you was like, oh, yo, they're cool, or the opposite?
Yeah, I can't say the opposite because this is going to be on YouTube. And it's gonna be
Okay.
archived.
Oh yeah. It's-
But there are a majority of opposites. Coolest cats, the coolest cat in the game is Large Professor.
No
He used to
doubt.
come up every year for my birthday on the
Nice.
Humble. Come
That's
up to
dope.
Rock, drive back, go record shopping. So I would say in the game, that is the most down to earth, and Bus Crates will attest to this. In the game, like someone that you can actually talk to, and not just have them, communicate with you when it's time for the gig, and then they're out, and then it's silence. So Large Pro would be, and Bobito, another one, stand up dude on so many levels. Rock Raider before he passed, we got to hang out with him. Such a dope dude.
Man.
I'm trying to think of other folks in the game that I even have, a relationship with. Jay Rawls, amazing cat. My brother Jay Sands, who's was one half of Lone Catalyst with Jay Rawls. But there's not too many. I can tell you that many that I've met have rubbed me the wrong way.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, Diamond 2 is great. Yeah,
Diamond D, no doubt.
And he's an ATL resident. So
Lawrenceville
resident. He once came to my mom's senior living center to pick up a record for me because he also lived in Lawrenceville.
That's right. Yeah,
just like my mom.
No.
Yep.
Dope. And obviously Bus Crates. Big shout out to
Who
Bus
also
Crates.
lived in Atlanta for a little bit too. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
You didn't know Bus had a Atlanta stint. I don't know how many years it was, but he was down there heavy. Making
what?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's great.
I hope he wasn't down there doing Freaknik eras.
What do you mean? Hope he wasn't. That's the time to be down there.
How about the one time I went to? How about the one time I went to visit? I'm gonna do this always, Tiger, and Jay Finesse drove me out there, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
he got us going through like Trump signs and shit. I'm like, I'm feeling like Confederate flag. I'm like, what the? I was a little shook.
Hey.
Oh man.
Hey, I had my ratchet.
That was the old crib. I was a little shook. Where was that at? Snellville?
Snellville, yeah. Gwinnett County. Yeah.
I'm glad you escaped that. No, I'm down with Gwinnett County because my sister lives there. But that part was like, ooh, man.
Oh no, where I'm at, I see even more. But honestly,
but now they're
no
more fluent though.
No issues though.
Yeah, they drink their Miller Lite with their finger up.
When even I'm shook. When my pale ass is shook, then you know it's a problem.
Look,
you got the pale.
Look, me and Vance went to the range.
But I look like I'm Jewish and Italian. So they're gonna say you don't look like one of us.
All right, I get it.
Going around here, boy.
Yeah,
say that shit. But nah, honestly, haven't been any like issues like where we're at. Well, like north.
No, you got a nice spot,
Georgia. Yeah, and
you got a nice spot. I mean,
like
I said.
And everybody down in Georgia, we got our buddy on the side. Me and Vance was practicing. Me, Vance, and Tigers went to the range yesterday. So, it's, I mean, the mentality is, a lot of it is a lot of scare tactics. The news does too, but also, be aware where you at. So.
Be aware of your surroundings. That's the number one
I had to
thing
throw that in there because I clown Tiger to this day. I'm like, where you got me at?
Yeah, he does.
I'm such a city dude that was like, damn, what the hell?
So that's funny, Selecta, because my first issue was them big ass dogs.
That was a thing too.
I was like, yo, man, you gonna put them dogs up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The pit. Yeah.
I was like,
wow.
Roll, that thing, that's deep bark. Roll.
Hornet, where you at again?
I'm in Raleigh.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Raleigh. So first time I came down, that cat, deep ass bark. I said, oh man, we can't do this. Hold on now. We gotta figure this out.
Well, it's crazy.
I'm not scared of dogs.
The little one is the one that's the little hot one though. She the one that be barking off the hook too.
That's how it always is though. That's the one that nip you when you're walking by.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect me in my house.
Little small complex, But yeah, man. Yeah, I always heard about Large Professor, man. Always a down to earth dude, cool dude.
He is the most New York cat you will
Yeah.
ever, the most Queens cat you will ever
Yeah.
experience in life.
Yeah,
He,
like,
he
he's
embodies
from Queens.
he embodies hip hop just as much as like Primo does. It's just he is the walking personification of hip hop. I mean, this dude can spit, DJ. I mean, he probably could participate in other elements too, but damn.
Right. So we had. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask them. So where's the farthest that you've traveled for a gig, Selecta?
Yeah.
I mean, you do the weddings overseas, so Mexico, but that was just a wedding.
I don't do the weddings overseas, sir, but
right.
But
Well,
maybe my agent, you throw me a couple bones, but go ahead.
I mean, but stateside, I go to the Bay a lot, and I got a connection with someone who saw me on Twitch, a viewer who does kind of like event planning, and she's good people's, and she keeps getting me for corporate events. So I've been to the Bay like 3 or 4 times doing events for Dropbox. This is simply off of parlaying what I do on Twitch into outside gigs. So yeah, I guess distance wise, the Bay Area from Pittsburgh is
that's cross country.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, look, we have our qualms about Twitch and everything, but we wouldn't even be here. Like met each other if not for Twitch.
I wouldn't know Tiger if it wasn't for Twitch.
No, we didn't know. I mean, we were all just local cats. Like there was no like people didn't know me outside of Pittsburgh. Maybe Cleveland. They did know me. So let me back. But but what's funny? I did already know Tiger because of Bandcamp. You already know that I knew you because
that was crazy when he told me that.
These full blast mixes, and it was like, here's heard it all before over like an MC Light, in the early days.
Catalog is crazy,
right? So even before, so I did think that, damn, I know this dude. And then I put 2 and 2 together when he came in the chat early on, and I think you were even a little bit surprised that I had a lot of your joints and just pulled them right out.
That always, you know what I mean? Because I'm doing, you're doing mixes, and I'm just putting them out. You're not even thinking that, and it's just, I appreciate that though. Real talk.
Yeah. So that's the little competition I'm talking about, Selecta. It's like, I'm like, hey, Tiger, man, what's up, man? Ain't nothing, man. I'm just about to do a whole project with Mobb Deep and Barbara Streisand, man. I'm about happy. And I'm like, what the?
He has that motivation. I do have motivation, but it's to do other musical endeavors, putting together. Like I just did a whole 4-hour Norman Connors set off of Twitch, just to put it on SoundCloud. So
wow,
yeah, I mean,
and that's something I got to do. Talk about that. Yeah, matter of fact, both y'all talk about that, because I would say that's my own personal Achilles heel, is that I don't put out a lot of music. I don't put out like I'm like, so talking about old school DJing, right? Me and you've talked about it before, and maybe you can speak on it too, Selecta. You didn't share music. Like how you got gigs was because you did sound different. You did have you had a couple joints that everybody else had, but you also had a sound that was yours. And so you wanted to be the dude that had the known to have the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's
tell the young cats what we used to do with our records.
You talking about hide the label,
cover that label,
cover the label.
We would marker it out. I got some marker joints behind me.
Yeah. So I mean, that has taken a little while for me to get out of that, that mindset.
But here's what I won't do. I'll put the mix up on SoundCloud, but you know what I won't put up? The playlist to accompany that mix. You got to get your Shazam on, or you may not even be able to Shazam a good chunk of it. So I refuse. I did the playlist for the Roberta Flack. No, not Roberta Flack. When I did songs that all have love in the title, I put that playlist out just as a here you go. But I'm not putting a playlist out there. People ask if I have like a Spotify or Apple Music playlist. Nah, you got to get your own, brother.
Right. Build your own playlist. Yeah. And sometimes I do that on my YouTube just because I don't do it all of it, but certain ones I'll do it just because it helps with the algorithm, because if you put the timestamp as well, it just helps with like if people are searching, then it's like, oh,
Right,
okay.
right.
And they go
I have
to
yet to
YouTube.
enter the YouTube world, so I mean, I know there's no monetization when it comes to music, but
I get away with my blends if I do blends, and then I upload them, and then it's like a test. You got to test it, constantly. Obviously, I'm doing regular mixes. They give you an hour, then the warning will pop up. Then I'll be like, everybody come to Twitch. I'm shutting it down.
I don't do YouTube, I think, because cats are assholes in the comments. You don't want to turn the comments on, but I don't want to be like, oh, that transition was,
No, that's why you need a mod to headshot them. Headshot.
No, but you're not doing. I'm not talking about going live. I'm talking about posting a set.
In the comments. Oh, I see what you're
going
saying.
live. I heard you can't even go live because you'll get cut off in real time, and if you keep getting cut off, you get out. You get the boot.
Now, there's certain times I've been live like 3 hours, nothing happened. Then there'll be certain times I'll be live 45 minutes, and then
but I also heard that if you keep getting taken down, YouTube doesn't play where
they'll ban you.
Well, I end my show before they take it down. You know what I mean? So it is a risk. It is a risk, but
I just don't see the advantage to go on YouTube because I'm comfortable with the community on Twitch, but I see why you do it because you're doing original mixes.
Yeah. And I started on YouTube and came over.
Oh, that's right. You did. You're right. You made the other.
I think the YouTube helps his Bandcamp too.
Yeah.
I think YouTube helps his Bandcamp. So I mean, I get
YouTube has a whole other level of asshole. We got trolls in the comments on Twitch, but YouTube got
because it states on there unless you erase it. Yeah.
That snare was off by a fraction of a millisecond when you.
I know.
Well, I mean, we're in the era of the armchair dude.
Yeah, keyboard warriors.
Oh man, that mix was so. And he still came up, man, come over here and do it. And
I feel like on YouTube, every DJ set I see there's like a pretty plant right here, and like everything's perfect, and like my shit is good, but it's not like fucking HD. Like I feel like everything is staged. Like when you go to buy a house and it's staged, I feel like DJ sets. You ever notice DJ sets on YouTube? Everything is like the feng shui is like out of control. Like it's too much. So I feel like
it's funny, man. I'm hardly on YouTube either. I like YouTube was on my ass so hard out the gate. I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. It was it was almost like you getting ready to go live. Like the minute you mash the button, ban him. I'm like, damn.
I restream on TikTok. I'll be proud to say, people, I've been DJing on TikTok, restreaming for 2 months, maybe more. I've made $4.34.
Oh shoot!
That's the point, right? That's what I'm saying. Like it's
$4.34.
Yeah, and don't get now you about to take
why though?
Boycott.
Two things. Why TikTok viewers need constant attention. I'm not looking at 7 different chats, and I'm not even getting a group. You can get group chats. I'm not doing that. And they love vertical content. They will not watch you if you're horizontal. So
wow, man. See, you guys are students of the game. I hope all these DJs in here are paying attention. Shouts to DJ Close Up, Jam Cutter, Deucey. The girls love Deucey. That's all I can say, man. Deucey is he's definitely good from child support. Ladies, hit him up.
Who's Deucey?
Deuce, DJ Deuce.
DJ Deuce.
They call him Deucey. He says they call him Deucey. So
word. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Deuce is on TikTok. Okay.
Oh, I don't know that. I'm just. I know he's in the chat. I'm shouting out everybody on Twitch that I'm seeing. Yeah.
You made some sort of weird. What up, Deucey? I didn't know.
Yeah, Deucey. I'm sorry. I let the
one way to pronounce it.
Bus Crazy said you made more than he made on Spotify in 5 years.
Right, I can imagine.
Man,
that's what I want. Yeah, I'm glad he said that.
Go ahead.
Me and Reboot, we've been talking about this since last year about artists that you don't need these record labels that have been constantly put you in slave contracts. Get off these Spotify paying you 0.0003. Now you're starting to see artists trying to be hip to it. Doing direct to consumer. Snoop finally did it. There's other artists, a lot of independent artists been talking about doing it. I mean, what is it gonna? Is it gonna take like a mass exodus for them to really make a difference? Because all these dudes do is they're in bed with the labels. They're gonna find a way to still get the money somehow. What do you think about the whole Spotify issue?
What do I think about it? I know nothing about Spotify or its pay tactics, but I know it sucks. I'm a Spotify. I'm not even a Spotify user. I have it just because of couples that send me playlists. So yeah, I don't even really fuck with Spotify. Everything I get, I got for real. Like I have it on a FLAC. So,
See, now that's funny because I hardly listen to like Spotify, YouTube, any of those things at this point now, man. I mean, it's been a minute. Like I can't even Mixcloud.
Yeah, I have a Mixcloud.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a Spotify. I don't even go in and listen to music.
You know, it's like if I'm listening, I'm shopping for music more than I do anything. Yeah, just I'm really listening to see, okay, what's out here. And I've talked about that before. I think it's a lot of folks that don't listen for music. They go to listen to hear what somebody else is playing, and then they try to figure out what it is.
I've been lucky enough to have a great SoundCloud following, and you know, I post a lot on there, and people check out my mixes. And I don't think there are too many dedication sets on SoundCloud, so I think I kind of have the market cornered when it comes to that.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I forgot to tell you this reboot with Spotify. Do you know that they made an agreement with the labels? If you upload your music, they have the right, because you know you can stem everything out. They have a right to take your music and remix it any way they see fit.
Wow, that's part of it. That's one of those new you know how they do the new updates on the contracts? That's what they did.
Yeah.
That if you agree that now somebody can remix your joint and get all the money.
If you upload your music to Spotify, they have the right to take your music and remix it.
That's that crazy terms of service shit that you're
gonna put a polka beat on my lyric, like whatever they want to do. Serious biz.
I'm so used to saying it too. I beat you
too. Yeah. See, the man's getting the money.
I said serious biz, and my Siri went off on my iPad. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, what do you think about and Selecta, like as far as like old school artists? I know this is something that me and Tiger talk about, like a resurgence now of old school artists trying to come back and make music. We had Shy on the show 2 weeks ago, and I was shocked at how hard he was on the old school artists.
Who was on the show?
Shiloh.
Shiloh.
Try to beat Yoda.
Yeah, try to beat Yoda.
Oh yeah, he's a Canadian cat.
Yeah. He caught me off guard with that, man. He went ham on.
I mean, he's a hip hop purist dude. Like he's a super underground dude.
He said the one that shocked us. He was like, for that Pete Rock and Comet album, he said it should have been much better than it was just because of who those two artists were.
Oh no, I thought it was dope. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a great project. I don't listen to it on a daily basis, but I thought, Tom came with some of his old combination rhymes, and Pete came with classic chops and loops. The one person I don't want to hear put out music ever again, you probably already know, who hasn't gotten it right in many, many years, and he keeps coming back with albums every 2 or 3 years.
You got me, sir. I'm gonna say MC Hammer.
It comes back every 2 or 3 years.
My brother's name is Kenny. That's Kenny Parker. Chris KRS comes out with.
He just dropped the album.
Yeah,
but they're not good production wise at all.
Now, to Shy's credit, that's actually what part of his argument was. He said the album was mastered bad. I went to go back and listen to that.
It's just not right. Bus Crates agrees with me. Yeah, I mean the Common Pete Rock project was dope to me. Yeah, I mean look at Tariq. I mean he's in his 50s still killing it. Granted that the Roots don't really put out albums that we still go back and listen to, but he's still the GOAT. He will murk anybody out there.
Any bars you put, run up on him. Run up on him with that. So like to me, do you see the possibility, and that's kind of like I went into the same question with Shy. Do you see the possibility that, old heads could actually solidify a spot back in the game and maybe start putting some pressure on the genre to be more creative with their music content instead of everybody just trying to rap over trap beat?
Yeah, and then they try to adjust their styles to fit the modern ear, and that doesn't work either. So it's a catch-22. They do whatever they can do to stay relevant, and then it backfires on them, and then we don't hear from them again, and then all of a sudden we hear from them again. I feel like Smith & Wesson just put out a decent project. I mean, they still sound good, and they still have in-house production. I do need drums with my beats. I do need drums.
yeah. You don't the Alchemist.
Exactly right. I know people love him, but I need drums.
Right.
I need drums. Yeah.
Nah, I feel.
I don't know when that became a thing. To have literally the foundation of hip hop, and the talking drum. I don't know when that became a thing.
Right,
but it did, and people fuck with it. So it's really weird to me.
Just a solo, slow 70 beats per minute. Yeah, I mean, I like some of it, but I love the drums. The drums gotta be them primo drums, those Pete drums, those Dilla drums,
or Griselda.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna front. I like Griselda, man. When I'm feeling,
I do like them because of their energy.
Mm-hmm.
And some of their tracks have drums.
Right.
But I need drums when I'm alone in my room.
Well, I like that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say one group, man, and I know this is one of your favorite groups because I know one of the MC in this group is in your top. De La Soul.
Right.
De La Soul, like they've gotten better. Like, somebody say the sophomore slump. To me, like they've just ascended. Like, with all the label things they had going on with the sample with Tommy Boy, and they
Grind Date was an amazing. I can't wait for the new project coming up.
Yeah, I would argue that when you go back and revisit those projects now, you actually appreciate them even more.
Oh,
talking about that.
Yeah, I don't really know the Artificial Intelligence albums like I should.
Go back they got some joints on there.
Yeah.
A jump to it. That's one of my favorite joints.
First three are some of my favorite albums in life. So, and we all 3 Feet High is my favorite album across every genre in music in general. So,
so ahead of his time.
Stretching the game out. Stretching the game out. There's a lot to be said. Some of the artists that we're talking about right now, the biggest thing they had going for them was they were trying not to sound like anybody else.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to sound different, man. And people, these young folks, in the industry, and I was like, son, you need to try to figure out what your sound is. Figure out your sound like you. What is your sound? And that's
we had everyone. We had King Sun sounding one way, and then we had Wise Intelligent, and then we had Brother J from X-Plan sounding another way, and then Puma, and then we had Lakim Shabazz sounded like there was so many different
at the same time. Yeah, that was just beautiful. At the same
one of my
time.
favorite unsung MCs, Rob O from I&I. He had his own. It's just I'm not gonna talk about today's music, but it's very carbon copy.
Like I would say, like just even talking about Griselda, they didn't fall into the trap drum thing. They're younger based artists that actually said, "Nah, we don't want to sound like that."
Right.
And they making the most bread. There's a lot to be said about that. It's what it is.
So I'm gonna ask the chat. Give me 5 questions you want to ask Selecta. First 5 questions we'll ask. And
what is your favorite color?
Yeah. You want the easy ones? Nah. Hit that phone. Yeah. Hey, you're not married, are you, Selecta?
I'm not married.
He's available, ladies. Holla at Selecta. I can hook you up for a fee.
No personal
For a nominal
questions.
fee.
No personal questions.
For a small finder's fee. I can
Has
get
to be
you a
all
date.
music related questions.
Real DJs mad at dating game.
That's it. Let's go, ladies. Holla at your bizoid.
What made you get
all music related questions?
DJ Seth Mix said, "What made you get into the craft?"
Well, I talked about it earlier, but it is 19. Right, Tucci Boy hit me with the Chuck Woolery 2 and 2. 1984. Listening to Sly Jock, which was the first DJ to play hip hop on commercial radio in Pittsburgh, PA, where I am now, where I grew up. He sparked my interest in DJing. So for a couple years, I just constantly taped his shows. I used to call up and get on the air and run down like the hot 5 at 5. Then I started going to our local, not local, but our University of Pittsburgh's radio station, WPTS, when I was a little older. So we're talking 87, I was 14. And I got to witness a legend in the game, Mel Plowden, who passed away. He was in the movie Rappin' that was shot here. He put out a lot of records here in Pittsburgh, PA. They welcomed me as a 14-year-old at WPTS. And
Nice.
me and Black still were up there. We were both young. And just getting into to DJing. So from there, it was radio, both college and commercial, respectively, that got me in to DJing at parties. My first party was a house party with the realistic turntables that we talked about in Realistic Mixer. So radio, my job.
Dope. Shout out to Mr. Soul Taker in the building, brother. Good to see you.
Yes, indeed.
Hope all is well. He says Selecta is the reason you don't like Mixcloud is because of their fees now. What did they increase their fees? I know they charge.
I don't like Mixcloud because of their fee. I didn't say I didn't like Mixcloud. I haven't posted on Mixcloud. As far as streaming on Mixcloud, there's just not the critical mass. There's not an audience.
They dropped the ball.
Are you talking about Soul Taker? Are you talking about streaming, or are you talking about just posting your? Yeah, the fee. I did stream on Mixcloud, and I did pay their $15, just another avenue to take the stream.
Right.
But they took me down for playing video. Something you can't do on Mixcloud is play video.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
Did?
Wow. Cannot. I mean, you could try to get away with it for a year. They said same thing with Fly until they send you that email. So
wow, I didn't know that.
Pay to keep the sets on there now. There's no reason to duplicate Mixcloud and SoundCloud. So I do have an archive of sets on Mixcloud. I hope I still do. But SoundCloud is where I post everything now. There just isn't a there's no viewers and anywhere else but Twitch, to be honest with you. Not for what we do. Like 7 people watch me on TikTok. There's just, and I know people have viewers on TikTok, but there's nothing like Twitch as far as, connecting with people and having a real experience with emotes, and you can actually read the chat. It's not superimposed over the screen. How do people read the TikTok chat? It's like over the video.
Yeah.
So
I've tried it a few times too.
Yeah.
I want to let's have a conversation about that after we finish with the 3 questions. I got some stuff I want to ask you about that.
Yeah, sure.
Mixcloud, they dropped the ball because they were really the official site for DJs. They got the contracts in place way before Twitch, and they were in beta for like 3 years. I'm like,
they should have known. It's like pulling teeth to get people to come over from Facebook to Twitch. To get people to come over to a platform. I have still people. Bus Crates will tell there are people that don't even know that I DJ on Twitch that rock with me at gigs.
Still.
It's amazing.
Chizwiz says, who is a new artist coming up that is different and really jamming and hitting hard that should be listening to that you know of?
Ooh, Lord, a new artist, a hip hop artist.
The
last new young cat that I felt, and he's not even new any longer, is what's the young cat? He had a song with Anderson. He was also on the LA Leakers doing something. Not Joey Badass. Young Cat. He had a song with Ed Anderson. Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now.
Okay.
And he's nice to be a Young Cat. I mean, yeah, he has some goofy trap sounding songs, but he also can spit.
Yeah, I think that's the dilemma now is some of these artists that could go.
Oh, Corday.
Oh, okay. I know him. Yeah, I haven't really.
Yeah. Bus Craze was right. Yeah, he could actually, he's actually nice with it. So that's the even though he's been around for like 10 years now, but as far as anyone new on the MCing tip, I mean, yeah, I wish I could tell you. That's all I got.
Shout out to the Hype Girls, yo. Big shout out to the Hype Girls, man.
Hype Girls, they always support, sending out the flyers. Hype Girls
always. We don't even ask, yo. They always, posting, reposting.
Off the top, showing love.
We appreciate y'all. So, how do your family feel about you selecting being a DJ as a profession?
Like I said earlier, I came up with just my mom and my sister. My dad broke out at 2, so there was no pressure for me to be a doctor.
Right.
Because I'm Jewish, I'm not gonna be no. I think they were fine with it. I mean, it's I opened a business at a young age. When I opened up my first record shop, I was 25. It's not too shabby. So our first store, 720 Records. I held down a full-time job while doing it, but I got on the radio when I was 14. I opened up my first record shop at 25 and did it for 17 years.
Nice.
Been DJing for a living since 2013. So they were fine with it. I mean, I went to school. I went to Duquesne for an IT and leadership program. But yeah, I think it was the career path that was just meant to be for me.
Destiny.
So
yeah,
even though I have a fallback, this is where I want to be. And my mom was fine with it. Yeah.
And on YouTube, Thulsa Doom asked, "Who's the best rapper to come out of PA?" He said he was honestly asking because he didn't know about the Pittsburgh scene. He didn't know about the Pittsburgh scene, so he honestly wanted to know.
Yeah, PA. I would, obviously Tariq, but a Pittsburgh. Yeah, out of Pittsburgh. Let me ponder that. Yeah. Damn. I feel like Bus Crates, help me out here.
Like you said, obviously Black Thought.
If we're Pittsburgh specific, I love Mel.
He caught it.
Was that?
I said he caught it. I said Mel Torme.
No, I love Mel.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
My brother Akil, that a lot of folks may not know, he's in a group. He was in a group called Formula 412, and now he's with my brother Masai, and they have a group. So Akil soon is super nice with it. So is my brother Masai Turner, who was in a group called Strict Flow. Yeah, I know, right? I would say right there. My brother Queeve, Ime Alaquiva was nice with it on the rhymes. A lot of cats that I came up with. We're more so known for beat makers than MCs. I mean, we have Wiz and Rest in Power Mac. I'm a Mac fan. Yeah,
Mac Miller?
I also did rhyme briefly, just like Bus Crates.
Okay, man.
Yeah, so I would say my brother Masai, Akil, Queeve, my brother Infinite was a group called F3. Yeah. But as far as PA, definitely Black Thought, as far as PA is concerned. Yeah.
Word.
So do they have beat battles in Pittsburgh? So, just talk about all the producers.
That would be a question for Bus Crates. I know that he's had, I know Boogie Bus has done beat I just hit my nose in there. Beat exhibitions. But I'm not sure there was in a battle setting. I don't.
They were trying to do that in Charlotte for a little while. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that. I know that the cat in Charlotte who sells records, Gene Brown,
Yep.
has beat battles in Charlotte, and I know that's big down here. He takes on the road as well, but yeah, not much in the way of beat battles because I've had zero desire to make beats since the beginning. Zero desire. I'm one of those DJs that solely wants to play records. I don't even like doing acapella blends. I just want to play records as that right. I just want to play records as they are presented and move from one to another.
So what's next, man? What do you got lined up for this year, and what's next for Selecta in the foreseeable
I always
future?
do, yeah. I do the Pittsburgh Jazz Fest every year. We have a lot of stuff on deck for this year.
Nice.
That's my highlight of the year is doing that, and just my normal out of town gigs. I've been relying on corporate gigs because they really know how to pay. The bars out here want to pay $250. I'm like, yeah, that's not right. The same price they paid in '91.
Wow.
So really just focusing on the upcoming Pittsburgh Jazz Festival, and we got some, like I said, some stuff in the works as far as programming is concerned. And I DJ a lot for the August Wilson Cultural Center downtown. Also doing the August Wilson block party in honor of our hero from the HILL, playwright extraordinaire, who's lived in the Burgh prior to passing for the majority of his life and created his 10-play canon based on experiences he had in Pittsburgh growing up. He moved out west later in life, but spent his formative years in Pittsburgh. So the August Wilson block party is coming up in April, and the Jazz Fest is coming up in September. So
nice.
Yeah, dope, Coco. Dope.
Do you attend the the Roots Picnic? Have you ever attended?
I have not, and my good friend that I talked about earlier, Ime, he shoots it, like he films it.
Oh, okay.
I'm always booked on that week. I need to actually clear out that week moving forward, but I've never been able to attend.
Right.
A Roots. Plus, it's too many folks.
It is.
I'm good.
It is.
I'm not a festival.
Right.
Different kind of patience. Gotta have a different kind of patience for them things.
Right.
Well, bro, I'm telling you, I'll let you know, man. One day I do plan to come visit Pittsburgh.
You have not been here, right?
No. Okay. I think I drove through maybe one time going to college.
A lot of people have not been here. I'm sure Brown Horner has not. Right.
No, I have not.
Yeah.
Tucci Boy asked what his favorite Jazz Fest, favorite set at Jazz. Gregory Porter always does his thing at Jazz Fest. So, and also I got to see Incognito, Lettucey. I got to rock with Bob James, with Jose James.
Wow.
Who else came through? The Spanish Harlem Orchestra. They're also great. I'm trying to think who else stepped through Average White Band a couple of times.
Nice.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and some original members of the SOS band and Sherelle.
Oh man.
Last year was Robert Glasper and Ty Smith from the Foreign Exchange family. Emmett Cohen, who I start off my sets with on a daily basis on Twitch. He's a piano player. I can go on and on. Yeah. Patrice Rushen, got to rock with her. Yeah.
Oh man.
But you know what's crazy? Pryor said most Jazz Fest. That's true. Rarely present jazz.
Right.
The Pittsburgh Jazz Fest is like 80% jazz. They had Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis one year, but everything else was jazz. So you need that big artist to get in people, but they keep it, I think, the most real in terms of programming of any jazz fest in the nation. The Blue Note Jazz Festival isn't even really a jazz festival any longer. Yeah, Baylor Project as well. Damn, right. Shit.
That's dope.
Well, I was going to say, that's actually what I was going to ask.
Jasmine Horn. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I was going to say Pittsburgh has a thriving nightlife.
I don't know about that.
Well, they're not. I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like you have a lot of events that I'm just listening. It's like a lot of events. So I mean,
maybe it feels that way because you're not here, but I think we all have our regular hood spots that we rock at, and then a few bigger spots. But I don't think per capita we have a lot of events. I mean, we have a city winery, so we get some acts that come through here that other cities may not get. But
right.
Yeah.
Hey, so New Orleans Jazz Fest is a wash.
Oh, it has been. You know, they had Bruce Springsteen headlining one year. So.
Oh.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah.
Let's sell those tickets.
I don't want to hear that. I'm trying to hear it.
You throwing that under the jazz brand, which is funny. You know, if you're gonna do a jazz festival, love the music enough to do it. It is what it is.
Insane. What's your next stream, Selecta? You on tomorrow?
I am not on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Okay.
And that means I am not on.
All right.
Tomorrow, Wednesday is the next stream, 9 a.m. EST, the Act Nicholas one. 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Wednesday. And then we'll be on Thursday as a special pop-up at 6 because we're going to raid Boogie Bus Crates at 8 because he's going to play his new album for the first time.
That's right.
New EP for the first time at 8 p.m. EST on Thursday. So make sure to follow Bus Crates.
Crates,
I got the advance copy a few weeks ago.
I saw the picture
today, and he's going to play the whole thing from 8 to 9 this coming up Thursday right here on Twitch. And
please get that project, y'all. Support that man.
I'm gonna be creeping in there while I'm waiting before I go live on the underground.
Yeah. It comes out Friday officially. Yeah.
I go live at 10, so I'll be in there creeping.
Yeah, I don't even know Bus Crates, but for about 6 months I couldn't stand Bus Crates because that cat had the nicest afro I ever seen, man. I was not liking that. I was like, man, he need to cut that shit off his head, man. Come join the family, Bus. Come on, man. Come on and join the family, man.
I'm like that too, but you know, my baldy grows back in a day, so I can't take my hat off. But I'm George Jefferson when I get out of the chair. So I'm a baldy while I'm in the chair, but within seconds I am back to George status.
In an hour. Oh man.
I am Harry, that man.
Harry. Word
That's funny, man.
Bro, watching him DJ, all that equipment around him, all that vintage classic equipment, like yo, this is dope. He's like in a I would never leave that room. I would never leave that room.
Oh yeah, I've been in that room many a time. It is
slide the food tray under the door.
Workshop.
Crazy. Yo, brother, man, we appreciate you, man, coming on and sharing your history.
I never got to chop it up in this setting with you guys, so I appreciate it too. Yeah.
You're always welcome, man.
To talk to a little Jewish guy like myself.
Oh man, hey, coolest dude. Cooler than the other side of the pillow, man. Make sure you support
coolest, realest dude on Twitch. Word up. You already know, man. I know everyone in here.
One other thing that I got coming up that I want to let the people know too, because he just came in the chat today. I had a funny story about today. How about I was playing Rhymes Like Dimes today?
Okay.
Doom, ready?
Mm-hmm.
So we know Bobbito put that out. He rhymes at the end. It's a little rhyming at the end. So, you know, we're DJing and I played a little bit of it. Then I cut in the next joint. He was like, oh, how are you going to cut off my part like that? He came out the lurk.
Yeah.
He came out the woodwork.
He called you out. He called you out on it.
Like, I thought we were back. That was a crazy moment. Like he came.
Oh, shoot.
So he was watching it and he was like, damn. But the reason why I mentioned him is that on July, he has a book coming out July 1st, his memoirs, which I'm eager to read. I'm getting an advance copy next month. Comes out in July. But officially on the program at 11 a.m. until noon on that Wednesday, July 3rd, I will be going back to back like we're doing right now, but with Bobbito. We'll be playing joints. We'll be talking about his life. He will be on Bastards show on Tuesday, July 2nd, doing the same thing. And then my show on July 3rd. So if you mark that down, July 3rd, we talked to Cool Bob Love, Bob, and me playing joints and talking about his life experiences, just being a Renaissance man in so many fields. So
that's dope.
I want to hear that. Yeah, I'm gonna tune into that.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Yo, big shout out also, man. Everyone that came in the chat and stayed and rocked with us and listened to the show. We really
the mod
appreciate y'all.
squad's in here. Yeah.
Word
Team
up.
B. Yeah.
Mods making it happen. Make our day smoother. That's my acronym for mods.
What's that?
Make our day smoother.
I like that.
Niecy's in a place to be as well. Yep.
Word up. Word.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and we are on tomorrow. Your version will sound like
Your
this.
version of
Brought you by my brother Reboot Radio, doing blends on the fly and all that good stuff. Gonna have me in the studio trying to create some
If
stuff.
I could blend, I would be on there, but I
We'd love to have you.
Hey,
on there.
play
I heard you
on
blend. Don't do that. Don't do
I've
that.
been
I
on
heard
there.
you blend, sir.
Haven't
You
I been on there?
there? That's right. You've been on there. You have been on there. Yeah. And
I'll
I've
work
heard
on
you
my
blend.
blend.
Yeah, whenever always got an open invitation. But I've heard you blending. Hey, come on, like I said earlier today. I like when you put that little zigga. It's never too much.
People
It's
don't like.
enough to
People
look
don't
for
realize that. They don't realize I cut on a lot of songs back in the day. It's not part of my my wheelhouse now. But yeah, I could do a little primo s zigga zigga.
Yeah, man. Hey, you gotta know when to stop. That's my problem. I can't.
Right.
Sometimes.
I think that's the problem with a lot of folks.
Mm.
If you're not really nice with the cuts and you go on too long,
Yeah.
oy vey, as my mom used to say. Whew.
Look, man, I saw old videos of myself. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, okay, stop cutting, stop. All right, come on, bro, come on. What are you doing? Stop.
If you're not Cuber or Bastard or
right
or Melody.
Oh my God, that dude's an alien.
Or Revolution.
Yeah, Melody's nasty with it.
Jesus.
I love it, man. And when the offbeat mixing.
And that's funny thing about Turntablists, though. I met Melody when he came to Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the funny thing about Turntablists. He was here last year and I introduced myself. He was like, oh, yeah, I watch you every morning. He said to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know, like even Turntablist cats, they don't always want to hear Turntablists.
Right.
They want to hear people
I think
playing
they want to hear music.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard.
Yeah. No, I believe that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I think real DJs want to hear music that's different from what everybody else.
But you would think that, like they would want to hear someone just like, if you have someone that masters the bass, they would want to hear someone that's like a virtuoso on the bass as well, getting loose and doing things that they can't do. But
right. They want
I was caught off guard when he said that. So that made me feel good.
Word.
As it should, no doubt.
Real DJs matter, man.
Real DJs.
Right. That's a good parting shot right there.
Yes,
indeed. Man, get your Real DJs Matter gear. That man got a shirt on right there.
Yep. You see it? shop.realdjsmatter.com. I just put.
I got my push.
I see that. I see that. Like the push. Dope,
okay,
dope.
hold on. While we doing that, going to get that Reboot Radio.
Here we go. Fly Era on Etsy.
Fly Era, Reboot Your Word. Let them know.
Yes, indeed. We're gonna go to my brother, man, Vance Dell.
Okay, cool.
Once again, appreciate y'all tuning in.
Appreciate you having me.
Yes.
Thank you to all in the chat that engage. We love engaged chats. So thank you to all that engaged, to my brothers Brown Hornet and Tiger, who you still have multiple stations. You have still a Full Blast and Tiger?
Yeah, but I haven't been live on Full Blast Radio in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, just because something happened where I was streaming but not live, and they suspended me for 2 days, saying I wasn't live.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was crazy. That was crazy. So yeah, I haven't been messing with that for a while.
You got to hit that stop streaming button in OBS.
Yeah. I'm notorious for.
Yeah, I've been downstairs making a sandwich.
The stream is still on.
Go make a sandwich.
Oh my God. I'm notorious for that.
I got 2,500 more steps to walk tonight. I'm trying to get that 10,000. 10,000 steps a day is hard. Damn.
So. That's true.
Man, shouts to you for working on your health and physical fitness. I got to get started, man. I was dealing with a foot problem.
Scary. Everyone's passing, and it's scary being a 52-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you ain't lying.
You're talking to somebody older than you, sir.
Right.
You better dance during your set, Selecta.
Yeah. Shake that shimmy.
All right, I'm talking too much. I'm notorious for doing that, so I
It's all
appreciate you,
good.
brothers. And,
I'm gonna hit that raid out message. We're gonna go to Vansdale. He's on a raid. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. We'll be on the mall, and Selecta be on Wednesday. And
Yes,
once
indeed.
again, brother, always, man, love. Word
Always
up.
love. Always love. Selecta, we appreciate you, sir.
Right back at you, brother.
Dope interview.
Peace.
We're gonna go over to Vance Dell, and I'm gonna leave you with this.
Let me blow it up.
Wow, man. That cat wild, boy.
Let me blow it up.
New York City Housing Authority honor me, property of the ghetto. Choppers popping, I should receive a medal for surviving. If you snooze, sleep with your snub nose. I did receive a medal from Harvard that goes above those obstacle courses where cops and shots will stop you from reaching your full potential. You dreaming life will pinch you. This with no sheet of paper, no pen or pencil, straight off the mental. Off the fly, often they falsify what they've been through. I'm on that old flyness, sliding Benzes, minding my business. My time is expensive. My dogs locked down, they surviving through pictures. Jeans, hoods, guns, yo, crack. Visions of me swallowing crack, being chased by Jake. And the sound of the razor keep hitting the plate. The tuners is strapped with rugies, with daggers in their jeans. We true suited, like we come